Anyway, Tarquin stabs Cicatrix. Oh.
Oh, it's on. Let's go, baby.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited to see this test of strength between you two.
Ready. Fucking let's go. It's going to be even better for so many reasons.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to wear my sweater or if I'm going to take it off. I was like, 'cause I know it's going to be cold when we leave.
Now the question is, have you known him long enough that he will actually negatively affect your dice rolls?
I mean, it's been like 20 years.
That's true.
22 years.
That is true.
Yeah. But it's quite possible.
Really, really long time. And more than
So
that.
then-
I mean, I was only like...
So you'll both be with each other because you can't hit a damn
How old
thing.
was I in 6th grade?
How long? Or how long ago?
old? How old?
What, 12?
I know.
I was
Hopefully 6th grade is only a school year.
11 to start 6th grade.
11, 12. And I would have been, what, 3 years, so well, about like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So, yeah, about 20 years.
Perfect.
There you go.
21-ish.
How long have we been gathering around this? Not this table. Well, actually,
Just
a
about
lot of
this
it was
longer than
this
that.
table.
This table.
This table was most of
This
it.
table was all
I mean,
this.
we fixed it. The actual tabletop.
It has been modified.
It
many
has been
times, but This
upgraded.
tabletop, this chunk of plywood right here.
is the one.
I went over there to the
To be fair, 20 years
all-wood
ago...
furniture store and bought a sheet of hardwood plywood.
hmm
I didn't
And
even
Russ
know
took
what
the legs off of that. Did you pick it up? That old little shitty table it was, yeah.
But if I was introduced to
Oh,
it
yeah.
at 8 or
worked.
9, I probably would
That, we
have
had that for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely not complaining. The table, I mean, and we still have it. I was just like, you know what we could do?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Scott, I'm gonna just go
It's
hang out
like-
with Alex. Sound cool?
Yeah.
That actually probably would piss him off, but...
I mean, maybe. I got him to play D&D with us for a few times.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Russ got him.
I think I remember playing where you were DMing and they were all playing, and I jumped in for a little bit.
It was fun. It was my like Serpent Kingdoms campaign or whatever.
Yes.
So fighting a lot of Yuan-Ti.
And yeah, because Tyler was in that one.
Sneaks.
Wasn't that one with Tyler in it?
Yeah. And Robert played for like a session.
Yeah.
Colby and Doug were playing. Sam played for like a session.
That's what it is. I mean,
and
some
this
people,
is just me not knowing
it's hard to get them there. Those are
whatever
really
Scott
cool.
did in his personal life. Not, you played D&D? What? How long was that going on?
Yeah. In middle school, I was dragging him over for a few games.
That is not going to get the job done.
It's acquired taste. Joyce can't handle it.
Yeah, can.
She said it's too slow. It's like, you've got to...
That was
It's
Kayla
it's
too.
your
She's the
mind.
same way.
You've got to. It's
Yeah.
in your mind as you go, and the possibilities and the potential. that
Just
you can
The more you're in it,
Tell
the
them
more
if they
invested
ever want to, I can give them one that's not slow.
Yeah. Just kill him right out.
Hell, even respite. Respite is meant to be like a
Just a one
survive, like a one shot, like survival, and it's like
You
there's a
just
good chance
go
you
the whole
don't.
time.
Yeah.
And it's just going. It's like cool.
I had a character
I plan on.
named Doc.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
don't
that's
get
why I
too
like,
attached to these characters because they're gonna get killed.
And they wrote
The one you're running on Tuesdays. I was like, because we like just kind of like got into it, and we're already what, level 12.
Yeah.
It's
It's designed to.
yeah. It's not meant to be a one shot, but it's meant to be 2 or 3 like sessions. Or I think they said if it's like each chapter is 2 3-hour sessions, give or take. Or if you can get like a 5-hour session in, you could probably do 1 chapter each as a one shot, and kind of split it up. And that's another thing they talked about too. When they're releasing, they're like, this is a really good option because you can play one shot. You get together for like 5 hours, get a level, take some time, do whatever you want, and then it's like, hey, you're coming back.
Come back to it.
Do the next part of it.
You-
So works well.
It's a fun little setting.
up and get the live chat up, make sure we have audio and stuff like that. We haven't just been sitting here talking to ourselves.
This one has been the chapter that you guys are on now is really complicated. Oh my god. There's basically 3 sections. They're super far apart. You have random encounters if you go between them, potentially.
And we have.
From your session from last night.
Yeah.
I stabbed someone a couple of times. It's fine.
It was great.
Yeah, I don't go that in depth. I did, however, spend 8 hours working on my calendar this morning.
Nice. Calendar work.
Because you guys remember the month of Ion?
Mm-hmm.
Like the questions and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been going through and I had to rework all my months to the 2024 rules.
Yeah.
And then also start adding different bonuses, so it's kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Getting there.
And this is still the night of the 4th, right?
It is the night of the 4th. I want to cast Silvery Barbs. Nope, I don't need that.
Good job.
I already have.
Do it.
You give me advantage straight.
Wait. Wait, I just remembered what you told me yesterday. I do not. What if I cast it on myself?
So,
That's how a silvery barb works.
Silvery Barbs is, so like somebody basically succeeds on a d20 test,
No.
And
Try
you
that
like-
again.
and you go actually roll again. Well, one fun thing is your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Once per turn, you can roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell. On a roll of d20, you can make an effect. There's also an option where it says, I don't have to find it in here, but it's the DM can call for a d20 test.
For wild magic.
Yeah. So
So silver barb has a little more consequence now?
A little bit.
I can be like, yeah, roll me a d20.
For me.
So that's
More
something
so,
that they have-
and it just straight says like later on that when you cast once per turn, you can roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell. If you roll a 20, you roll the magic effect. I can just take away that can.
Right.
You just roll on.
Like, here, you roll it.
Just roll it. Let's see what you get.
Silvery Barbs. Oh, also this.
Roll
A lot of times, sometimes it might be really good. Sometimes it might be really, really
Sometimes,
bad.
yeah.
Turn into a potted plant. Or gain 5 HP at the start of your turn every time.
You have the frightened condition until the end of your next turn. I determine what the source of that fear is.
Right now, it's a big lion and barbarian.
We have sources of fear sitting around here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sources of fear.
Well, I can literally make it something like super simple, like, oh, it's the healer. And he's like, oh, you can't move closer to the healer, and if you can see the healer, you have disadvantage, so you're going to try to get away from that. And thus the healer's like, I can't fucking see you, so I can't heal you.
That's funny.
Nah,
That's consequences. Pretty good.
yes. But, we ended off last week on the... I'm just going to put that... it was definitely a cliffhanger, but we left off on the eve of the 4th. You guys are kind of settling in to rest for the evening. Magus is sound asleep with his dog. The rest of you guys are kind of settling in, doing your thing, when you decide to separate off and let him know that he has assaulted you. And via the code of your people, that can't simply be overlooked. So, I will let you guys go from there with what you want to do.
Roll initiative.
Perfect.
Might as well.
So,
Claps like right there.
watching it, yeah.
Plus watching the first round.
Actually,
Sorry, so 6
He's
tricks.
watching, but he can also potentially slightly influence this. So you guys kind of walked off to the side. You're over here watching as well. Are you keeping an eye out on this or anything?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Just watch it to make sure there's no funny business.
If you want, you can roll initiative and be available. But if not, you can
Join
just
in,
be like,
Leslie.
you can effectively be at ready action starting second turn. But
Motherfucker.
Clef, what'd you get?
The deuce! Oh, 5.
Put that there, and that's probably not the best place for that. Let's put that.
Full of.
That's also a bad place. There is no good place. Oh, that's a good place. That's a perfect place. Because all I'm doing is covering up a picture of a Trask, which I don't need right now.
As a player, and unhappy, my D20 rolled less than my initiative bonus.
Fair. As a player, one of the last characters, I was like, I would have been happy with whatever, because I couldn't roll less than my bonus.
Quiz.
I had a 21.
Quiz, yeah. Quiz had an 18, so chances are I'm not going to roll higher, but I was happy when I did.
I had a 21 plus a D8 plus 2D20. I rolled with advantage. That's why I was all we go through initiative and be like, oh, I got a 31. I'm going on 47. He's a Chronomancer though. Clef, what'd you get?
5.
5. Tarquin.
19.
Cicatrix.
5.
I'm gonna let you go first because you're more active.
Alright.
Velnock.
11.
11. Cool. Tarquin. You guys were kind of walking over next to each other. I don't know if where you'd want to be if
We
you
were
wanted
talking,
to. You
for
were
sure.
talking.
Right.
I don't.
I'm
and
pretty sure we were
kind of walking. Some people. Were,
fairly close together.
yeah. So I don't know if you would be that close to start off. You called for initiative, so I'm going to say that you can
Say how close
say
you were.
how close you were.
Or far away are
How
you?
close you would have been when
This
he's
is-
talking to you about it?
This is fine. Right.
Remember,
right
you
next to him.
definitely want to be careful with spellcasting in melee range, unless you have something that says that you can spellcast in
Right.
melee range that doesn't provoke attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Currently it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna
Fair.
two-hand my spear.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
And,
I'm just going to spear.
Good.
I'll be like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
And I just have my axe. I didn't bring my shield with me.
I see him get into a ready position as well, and I'll just go ahead and go for
Go for a
a
jab.
stab. Here we
Absolutely.
go. Is it? No, that's a 9.
9 misses.
Ooh. That might not be as beneficial as well.
And as far as that's all I really want to do right now. So.
Okay, give me 1 second just to see what my bonus is. 'Cause I think my bonus is a 0, which means I'm going last. If it'll actually come up, and there we go. Because this may affect things slightly. But what is my initiative bonus? 0, yes. So I am going last. So, now it's Tarquin Velnock. Anything?
No, just
Just watch.
enjoy the show.
Cicatrix, you are up.
I would like to bonus action rage.
Okay. Did you not? You didn't do your bonus. You don't. Yeah.
And I'm going to reckless attack. Like real reckless. Not like special reckless, but like real reckless.
Recklessly reckless?
Recklessly attack, but not with any bonuses.
Exactly. So AC 10. I miss you. You watch Cicatrix just like fucking full ass haymaker, and you're just able to predict it. But it
Barely.
did not look like he was holding back, but it also seems like he's maybe not himself.
Cicatrix, Clef, what do you like to do? Anything?
Right now, it's just been 2 kind of like warning shots.
Right?
Right, yeah.
Tarquin probably wasn't as serious as Cicatrix was when he initially stabbed.
He's like, oh, damn, okay, it's real.
Clef steps out in order to be seen by them. If he was behind something or whatever. And you need a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save? Wisdom saving throw. 12.
You fail. My words I say to you hurt. You get 6 psychic damage.
6.
And you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
What do you say to him?
I say that we have been forced to be together, and you two fighting each other, it's not the way this is going to happen, and you can one-shot a spellcaster. So, stop it.
Do I happen to see?
Any movement? Any bonus?
Like,
You hear him say that and he winces.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Chat up.
Bardic Inspiration.
Do you have the tokens?
yeah, they're right here.
Get a thing.
Get it. That's a what? A D6?
Something like that?
Probably a D6. I feel like we're around a D6 level.
Thinking, yeah, D6.
Cool. That, then you're coming at me with a spear, piercing. Coming at Alex with a spear,
Right.
piercing. We're going to go resistance piercing.
Heard.
That brings us back to Tarquin.
Cool.
Flying fuck.
I'm gonna stab
again.
again.
Right there. It's been-
It's having a hard time here.
12.
No.
12's a miss.
Stop it.
You can use Bardic Inspiration, remember,
Oh, right.
if you want.
It's a D6.
Right.
So
You
instead of
roll
a
it.
12,
It's a 14.
14 is a hit.
Roll damage.
And I'm two-handing it, so I do a D8. Oh, yeah.
D8 plus what?
1.
Minus 3. So D8 minus 2. Because I got 3.
So 1 damage. It was it was 3 damage plus 1 minus 2. So, well, right. Plus
So
1
technically I
minus 2,
took
damage.
2 damage minus 3.
Wait, how much did you do?
I did 3 plus 1.
So
4.
4.
So I took 2
Minus.
minus 3.
Oh, yeah. Fair. Well, it's 4 minus.
Oh, right, because he's raging.
It's 4 minus 3. This is going to hit first. So 1 half.
So
So,
I
you're
just
going to
take
take 1. I'm going to say that your halving comes after. I don't know. It's hard to say where that goes because it feels almost broken to do it that way. If you roll it
Yeah.
after the halving, that seems because then you're going, oh, I have to, and then subtract that because then effectively I'm subtracting 6 from it if you think about it.
Right. I mean, it's your call,
Yeah.
because I don't think they have an
They
order
have
of operation.
no
on
order of
that.
operations. But I just think if you took 10 damage and I subtracted 3 from it, leaving 7, and then you halved it,
That's 3.
I take 3.
you take 3. If you took
10 damage and I
10
take
damage
5.
and you halved and took 5, and then I subtracted 3, you'd only take 2.
Right.
It's not too overpowered, but
At this level?
it-
Yes, it is.
eventually it's going to start getting pretty heavy. So I'm going to say that it's going to come off of the damage
And then.
rolled and then
then
go
half.
from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it is a cantrip. But anyways, so you stab him and you notice it just seems like it just doesn't poke into him as well as you'd hope.
Right. And then I yell at Clef, "Stay out of this!"
I want you both to stop.
Velnock?
Stay out of this.
I'll try to cast Cause Fear on Cicatrix.
What do I need to roll?
A Wisdom save.
What is the effect?
You weaken sense mortality. The frightened target can
You're frightened, you
become
can't move
frightened.
Yeah, you just gain the friend effect.
I make it.
Are you immune to frighten already?
Because
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, yes. You did drink that.
Mhm.
Well, this is, yeah, fair.
you cast it at 6 doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, you cast it, and this is, give me an intelligence saving throw. Or not a saving throw, an intelligence check or an arcana.
Let's do
Arcana would be better, because
Yeah.
you'll have a bonus. Yeah, so give me an arcana.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nat 20 for a total of?
26.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus.
There is something that
Like
seems
last
like your
campaign
magic
numbers.
didn't even seem to like actually affect him. Like there's something that is protecting him from fear, maybe all charms, or at least fear effects. But there's something to him, and he seems to there's definitely like something off about him. He doesn't look exactly like normal cicatrix.
He almost looks more happy than normal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he does have like a little bit of it's
Little
looking like
bit.
he's enjoying this more than being enraged like he is other times. I mean, he is enraged, but he seems to have like an enjoyment to it, yes. Tarquin, cicatrix. You have disadvantage, but you have disadvantage.
I don't think he'll listen. Take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yeah. Actually, no, I won't.
Disadvantage. But I bet a 22 will hit you.
Sure as fuck does.
I'll use silvery barbs.
Silver bars.
Give me a d20.
Does a 15 hit you?
That's a 7.
I'm gonna fix this.
Nothing else. You're good.
This is active.
That was my last spell.
Fair.
Let's see here. It's gonna be. I can do either 14 or 14. So it's gonna be 14 points of damage.
He drops. I mean, like, cuts it in half.
Damn. Collapses.
Oh, and I'm gonna give myself advantage on my next attack roll.
So, cicatrix, you run over and just smack him. Clef, give me a death saving throw.
He's up!
You gain 1 hit point at the start of your turn. Natural 20 on the death saving throw. You regain 1 hit point, and you make it at the start of your So he just comes over and slashes the fuck out of you. You hit the ground, and you just immediately wake up, and you're like, oh.
Your bell a little bit.
He's like, there, he's like, dude, you hit like a truck.
That's impressive. First D20 I've ever seen.
But he does hit you and he says stay out of it as well.
Stay out of it.
You heard him say stay.
Uh-huh.
You know that he goes, stay! And then you come back to, and he's standing
You're
on
on
top
the
of you.
ground, you're like, oh fuck.
Wow. That really fucking hurts.
Massive wound across your chest. It does not feel fun.
He's 1 hit point. Fuck yeah.
First roll of your night. Well, other than initiative.
That, right?
That's fucking sick.
That never happens.
Oh god. I love it.
There we go.
But that's at the beginning of your turn, so you still have a full turn.
Yeah,
Oh.
you get to have your whole whatever you
Death
want to
saving
do.
throw is made at the beginning of your turn, so if that happens, you get to
Oh, wow.
go. So, however you want to handle that.
I'm thinking healing word on myself.
Did you just say ouch and your wounds close a little bit?
2d4
It's
plus your bonus.
2d4.
Yep.
2d4
Starts off at 2d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
7.
and 2 is 5 and 4 is 9. Hey,
There you go. Back
I
up
stay
to
a
full.
point. So cool.
That's a bonus action. So you still have your
Yes.
move and your action.
Move. Stand up.
He stands up. And I'm guessing he says something along the lines of like, ouch! And you just watch the wound just closes. And he stands up.
He's like, we are all tied to this together. You have to not do this.
You heard the terms.
I heard the terms.
Yeah.
We're not killing each other. And we're about to go to bed after this. So long rest.
Right.
Intentionally.
Right.
It's not my intention to kill Cicatrix anyway. As far as you know.
Pretty sure it was his intention to cut me in half, and hey, he did.
It's pretty close on that one.
Want to do anything with the action?
No.
No. That's you. You healed yourself, so I don't have to do that. So.
Fuck.
A shimmering field surrounds you,
Who?
You. Just a shimmering field. You watch as this silvery shimmering light comes up and it almost like forms in a shield in front of you and just goes ching, like makes like the sound of like maybe something like smacking a shield, and then and you just have this light silvery like energy around
Where
you.
the fuck that come from?
Well, we know.
And
We know.
Tarquin.
Oh.
Cool. I'm gonna Sorcerer's Burst since and I get advantage.
Okay, so bonus action, Sorcerer Rage, right?
Are you gonna?
No, I'm not gonna rage.
Oh.
Or are you
I'm not gonna
rage.
rage.
You're not gonna do anything. Also, so you have advantage because.
Because of Silvery Barbs.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
So that's a 15 plus 5, so 20.
Definitely
20.
hits. Easily.
All right. What kind of magic am I doing here? It's gonna be fire.
Okay.
Knowledge rolls again. For 2 damage.
2 hurt.
2 points of fire damage.
As Tarquin just and hits him right in the back with some fire.
You watch as he does like the somatics. It's verbal somatic, right? No material. Sorcerer's
It's
Burst.
verbal.
Verbal somatic.
Yeah. So he kind of chants a little bit and he like pulls through and you watch as like these different energies kind of come together into this little chaotic ball and then he launches it and right before it hits you it just kind of bursts into flames and becomes like a ball of fire. And then that was Tarquin Velnok. What would you like to do?
After I see that he basically was unaffected by my cause fear, I'm just gonna sit back.
He's like, all right, I tried.
All I can do.
It's fine. Let the evil ones kill each other. It's Velnok Cicatrix.
You can attack of opportunity me if you'd like. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Disadvantage. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Absolutely. Let's get it going,
Oh,
boys.
first one. All right, let's see what happens.
I need you to roll percentile for me.
Percentile, let's go.
Oh no.
This is not working out for.
06.
06.
Sorry, no, 05.
05. He just automatically misses. Nothing too crazy. Low numbers are better than high numbers.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
My percentile love.
I don't know if you saw that. What I posted?
In
The fumble chart?
in the group. I thought it was when I was reading it this morning. I was like, oh man, this is.
gonna do a fumble chart.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I might play with it a little bit more and add things like certain things where when it happens you'll have to make like a save. And then if you make that save, like it'll be like a deck save or a strength save or something like that. If you fail a deck save in a certain chart, maybe you fall down or something like that. We'll see how it plays out.
I like the consequence for the one.
It's just, 20 is so nice. Like, why is one just, you miss?
Yeah.
Especially when you have like 5 attacks.
Right.
And you're like, cool, natural 1. Oh, well, I missed.
Yeah.
And then you roll like a 5 and I missed.
missed.
It's like, well, then
Well,
what was the difference between a 5 and a 1
Yeah. The
at
one
that point?
should be consequential. Which will bug me, but yeah.
Right. That was Cicatrix Clef. Also, you notice he definitely didn't do subdual damage. Because you can pull your hits to do subdual damage. To just like knock, so like he can come over and like hit you really hard, do as much damage but without killing you. He definitely didn't do subdual damage.
That was definitely not. That was
Drew
that was
blood.
all the edge.
He
and every bit of the
He
edge.
gave his full fucking swing for sure.
Going to
Give me an insight. Because you would know. We've dealt with this before.
14.
14. Not necessarily at his full wits. Maybe a little bit happy, angry, slight signs of mood change, maybe a little bit of glassiness to his eyes. There's definitely something going on with him that you've probably seen 100 times before in every bar you've performed in.
Drunken. gonna walk up behind you and touch you.
Do it.
Needs a touch. Do I touch you?
Yeeny.
Not with that. It's like a 7.
17 miss. Miss me with a touch.
Yep.
That was Clef.
And do I have any more movement left?
No, that was 30.
That's 30. Okay.
Not yet. Eventually. That's going. And that's gone because I'm concentrating on that now. So I'm going to.
Oh yeah. Bark inspiration.
I am bloodied if it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Should measure somebody, but I don't care.
I'll just prepare. Extra D6 per.
Your little token.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's fair. You are bloodied. That's going on, but I don't. I have certain senses of what's going on, but I don't have a lot. So I'm gonna throw my only one up. Only one of these left. A little bit. I have 19 hit points.
Oh.
I just see all of the like little wounds that mage got.
His wounds just the burns, the
Back,
this
shoulders.
everything. He's just Tarquin.
Should have worn mines.
True that.
Unleashes hot fury. That was last turn. Rockin' my raisin.
It's been so long.
It's been a little while.
I still have it all.
I still have a.
I'm going to
Super.
cast Sword Burst.
in that game just to play it.
Cantrip says I create a momentary circle of blades that sweep around me. All other creatures within 5 feet of me must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
So dexterity saving throw. Natty 20. So 22.
Then you made it.
So you don't. It doesn't do.
You don't have disadvantage on dex saves?
Nope.
Okay. I just double check.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just double check.
I'm just remembering.
Oh, attack rolls and ability checks. Yeah.
It's ability checks. It's technically not saving throws.
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, you're good.
So you came back up. You swung at me, missed, and all of a sudden, these swords just kind of appear around me.
Okay.
Didn't really do
And
anything.
you watch as he just nimbly moves around it. Velnox.
And you can see that Tarquin is also smiling and kind of having fun.
To the little sprite, like, any advice on what I should do here?
Don't get cut in half.
Yeah,
Just
I would
saying.
keep my distance. But be careful. Like I said, that guy's evil.
Roger that. I'll stand at the ready.
Okay. Cicatrix.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 around Tarquin. And swing at an axe recklessly. But real reckless, not like cool reckless. AC 19.
Hits.
Dope.
It can be 5 or... So I'm going to go with the 5, so that's 11 points of damage.
I'm down.
This is the flat end of the axe.
I'm knocked out.
Okay.
So
you move-
technically you're at what, 1 hit point and unconscious is how that rule works? Is that how that works?
I think I think you still drop to 0, but you're
So
you
just
just
unconscious.
unconscious. You're just not making death saving throws. You're
Are
not
you
dying.
sure? Because I thought they
I'll
did
double
something
check it.
weird about it.
There's I know there's all kinds of weird stuff.
Try and pull it if
With
you
it.
want.
Oh, you're good. You wanna? I'll see if I can. Because I know, they changed some stuff on it. Subtle spell. Duel.
damage and healing. Damage roll. Order of application. For example, a creature has resistance to all damage, and it's within an aura that reduces all damage by 5. If it takes 28 fire damage, the damage is first reduced by 5 and then halved.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I felt like there was something, but yeah.
Knocking out a creature. When you would reduce a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, you can instead reduce the creature to 1 hit point and give
Okay.
it the unconscious condition.
Okay.
It then starts a short rest, at the end of which that condition ends. Or
That's
if it
fair
gains
because-
hit points, then they can any creature can give them hit points or administer first aid with a medicine check to bring them back to consciousness.
Yeah. And that's fair because technically, short rest and long rest, you don't regain any hit points unless you have at least 1 hit point at the beginning of it. So if you get knocked out and you're just lying there at 0, but you're stable, you're just lying there.
At 0.
You get
At
1
0.
hit point eventually or some
Well,
shit, right?
Oh,
There's not necessarily somebody has to come and do something. Otherwise, you're just lying there
You're just unconscious.
and unconscious, and some
you're not
like,
dying.
You're not dying, but
But
then you
you
can
can knock
you
yourself out
start.
for a
You
while.
may start taking exhaustion from malnourishment and dehydration and stuff like that because you're just like.
Well, you
lying
still
there.
get your long rest if you're unconscious, right?
It says to take a rest, you have to have or at least 1 hit point,
Oh shit. Brutal.
which kind of makes sense. If somebody like beats you to basically death, but you stabilize, you're like lying there like
Unconscious.
you're
Someone
not
has to
dead,
help you.
but you're not just gonna wake up the next day and be like,
Oh, fine.
I'm great.
"I'm great."
I feel
Like
fantastic.
somebody needs to intervene to like save you from that position. So that's Cicatrix Clef. He knocked him out. He's laying on the ground, unconscious.
Well then, yeah, it's healing word. 2 and 4 is 6 and 4 is 10 points.
Perfect.
Perfect. By that I mean way too much.
just by 1, technically.
But overall, it's that would have been 6. So I mean that's a nice little bonus. Healing definitely feels a little bit more powerful, especially because you can do that twice a day.
Yeah.
So it should feel consequential.
Well, I got 1 and you got 1, and this dude's kicking our ass. So
And you still have that silvery light around you.
okay.
Tarquin.
I come to you by word of our agreement because I knew that I was knocked out for at least a second. Unaware of what was going on. I stand up and I present my spear. Because he's...
Okay. Stand up. Hand off your spear. Velnock.
Nothing.
Just in hand. Cicatrix.
Right now I've just presented my spear.
Big Huff grabs it from you, says, "You are honorable. Our friends could learn something," he says over his shoulder towards you and takes a step back.
You have no idea that he cast anything on you.
No, I know.
I'm just like
Our
I'm just
friends.
I know, but I'm just gonna say though, like he did
yeah.
cast fear, but I'm
No
saying
fucking
you had
fear.
no fucking idea that he cast anything on you.
I am...
I'm gonna say you were definitely tunnel visioned. He was off there doing his thing. Like yeah.
I am a man of my words. And that was kind of fun.
Kind of fun. I got knocked out. We are square. As for you, you took a moment to lay down, so I consider us even for now.
So I say, you hit like a truck, bro.
I give Cicatrix like a little like
What is a truck?
half bow, and I walk
He's
off.
a mythical creature.
Or I trot off back to my bedroll.
Trot.
I have hooves.
Okay. That's right.
You're not a full gallop, but yeah, a good little trot.
Just a nice little spear. Yeah.
I love that question. What is a truck?
Yeah, just a normal spear.
No,
Yeah.
it's Tarquin spear.
Tarquin
It
spear.
means a lot to him.
Trot.
Cool. So you trot back to your bedroll. And-
As I walk away, I kind of like give Clef like a pondering look, like silent thanks for the help, but like didn't really need it type thing. But I know that he was the one that probably brought me back up from being unconscious. So, and then I go lay down.
And you have a good feeling that he was being honorable, but at the same time, every time you've ever seen somebody fall in front of him, he's like...
There's a bit of a fear to that, I'm sure. Because you watched him hit the guard, and then the guard's wounds closed, and he was like, this is not good enough. We're gonna fucking...
Yeah.
We're gonna make
He
sure
definitely
this
has
is-
a bit of like a bloodthirst to him.
I feel like it was kind of when I was walking away, kind of cautiously. Obviously, if Scissortrix decided that he wanted to just like whap, I mean, I wouldn't know, but I
Stop him?
feel like I would have taken him at his word at least, for the most part.
Well, you guys can continue to rest then, if you'd like.
Take a rest.
Long rest.
So you can all mark off a long rest.
Take a long rest.
Who's keeping watch, by the way? Are you doing most of it with the trancing?
Could do it.
Give me a perception.
Perception. How about a 17?
You will notice a group of maybe 5 people are kind of setting up camp relatively late. They set up a small little camp off in the distance, no torches, no campfire, none of that stuff. They just kind of throw out some bedrolls. Kind of small, but pretty hefty,
Small and hefty. Dwarves.
probably. Just kind of set up a little camp just outside, or just out of range. You guys did do a campfire. You didn't need it for the warmth,
No.
and it was a decision. Do you want to attract bandits or bears?
That's fair.
Oh, that's right.
Campfire removes bears but attracts bandits. No campfire, no bandits, but possibly bears.
Right.
I think we did choose the campfire because we're like, oh, the animals are kind of strong.
Yeah, because there's enough law here that it probably wouldn't be an issue. With like there probably wouldn't be an issue with like bandits and stuff because you're close enough to the city, enough stuff going on.
Yeah.
You probably want to get, or you probably don't have to worry about that until you're several days out. But animals will scavenge near, like wolves and stuff like that, will scavenge near a city. So, kind of a no
Don't
choice.
remember 100%, but fire's fine.
So they set up just outside of your firelight. Just kind of set in.
Because they're not fucking with us, I ain't gonna say that.
Cool. Then, you guys wake up the next morning. And what would you like to do?
Take a sec. Wrap my shield up. I'm gonna go through a few drills with some of my weapons. Move some of my masteries around.
Yeah, I definitely get up, I stretch out. Not necessarily sad that I lost my spear, more sad that I lost my walking stick. Not that I need it.
I was gonna say, did I take a cripple's walking stick? Because that just makes me even more evil. Although technically, we've really only seen you use it as a walking
Right.
stick, so that's exactly what I did. Oh no!
You have pretty much only seen him use it as a walking stick.
Yeah, and as you can see, I did use it against you, and it didn't really like do well. So.
Not at all yet. Cool. There are some berries available in the
Nice.
in the bag. The next morning.
Anybody want a berry?
Sure, I'll take one.
Sustain you for the day.
I will also take one.
How many berries?
I think we already had like a few.
There are 10 berries. It makes 10. Well, there's 9 berries. It makes 9 berries.
Your berry?
Anybody have a berry?
Why are you? Okay, so you're doing that. That is the thing. Ooh, what is? Fucking. Sorry, just logged me out of all my fucking notes. Oh, sorry. I had it pulled open earlier and it just ran. I was like, oh, by the way, we logged you out. I'm like, okay, cool. Just put the password in. No, we have all your passwords saved, but right now we're going to forget that we did that. It's like, oh, cool. Thank you very much for that.
I appreciate it.
You literally said you don't have the... It's not in the passwords. Cool. It's that. It has to be this. No, there's like 5 options for this. And it's not any of them. How is that a thing? Cool. We'll just use it on this. So if they take down live chat for a second, because I can pull it up on here.
Anybody want a drink?
I would definitely enjoy.
I will take a Mountain Dew. I'll do a watermelon.
Oh, yeah, I'll try the watermelon. That sounds good.
I'll do a melon as well.
Dad, you want one too, right?
No, it's
Be you up for the next 3 days?
yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Anyway, Tarquin is standing there and he's like subtly casting dust and making his clothes kind of like move around in the wind.
Main character. Thank you.
Um,
Whoa, this must be new. That's cool.
it's been around for a little bit.
A little bit.
It's pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Major melon. It's not bad. It actually has just a little bit less sugar than normal Mountain Dew.
Yep, I've noticed that.
Just slightly less. And I was like,
slightly.
okay.
It is less. Less is less.
That's good.
As you guys are cleaning up, getting set up, preparing for the day.
Now this is the 5th.
We're going to come here. And we're going to pull him up and we're going to see what he loses on this day. Because he did sleep. Takes a long rest. Oh, that's what we need. You good, campaign?
Moradin.
Moradin.
It is the 5th of Moradin.
Absolutely. And I need that just pulled up. Since he's not here. It's okay. I get it. I gotta work.
Planning nuclear reactors. Gosh, I'm selfish.
Alright. Okay, inventory.
I figured me standing there suddenly casting Gust over my clothes,
Nice.
There's a large number at the bottom of this roll, which is good. Just lost a ball bearing again today.
Oh, sick.
It's one of those things when you're running very low on items, but you have a bag of 2,000 ball bearings.
That's fantastic.
It does sway the number in that direction a little bit. Because it's like, he has very little else. Except for the Cloak of Elvenkind, which was a fun roll for me. Cloak just disappears.
That would suck so bad.
It's like, cool, we got this magic out of. Oh, bye.
It's like, hey, welcome back.
By the
You
way,
don't have your,
farewell.
Magic item. What
What's
magic
left you
item?
had?
Oh, that's right. He doesn't even know he has it.
Mhm. And you're no longer Shield of Faith. Sorry. As you guys are gathering up, you get your berries. The berry takes care of you for the day.
For sure.
Nice thing with that is, like you have options for rain catcher and stuff like that, gathering water and such. You have in there it says like you have to have enough like sustenance, food, and water. But Goodberry just says it gives you a daily nourishment. So I'm going to say that it's going to cover water and food
Nice.
magically because it doesn't say that it's just like the food you need. So you're all set with that, but you guys get that set. That being said, give me a perception. Everybody can.
Perception.
Let us perceive. Dirty 20.
Natty 20. Holy shit.
Full.
That gives me a 23.
23, 20, 4, and 5.
Yeah, Tarquin's too busy standing there making.
Well, and you're doing the gust, so it makes sense because you're like gusting the wind. So it's not. The two of you smell like the smell of like fresh eggs and bacon and like just salted meat, sort of going through. But it's kind of wrapping up as a group of dwarfs starts to approach you with him in the front. Oh, no, he. Him.
Wait, I wouldn't notice this.
One of the dwarfs kind of looks at you and goes, "Greetings. How are you all doing today?"
Well, we just woke up alive, so we're starting pretty good.
Yeah, I was worried about you. I saw you kind of beating the shit out of each other last night. We thought we'd intervene, but it seemed like it was all in jest, I guess? I don't know.
Nothing is a jest. It had a purpose. But it was fun.
Fair, fair. Well, my name is Durgan, and this is the Iron Stride Fellowship. Looking to travel inward. You guys moving through here? Where are you going?
I believe we're going the same direction.
Absolutely. Well, I definitely am trying to make some good movement. We spent Merthyr and Cull in the Kingsport here, only because we're running about a week late, trying to get to Newdon Fort in time for Dur Morgrim. If you guys wanted to make some quicker pace, it cuts about 2 days out travel off, but it'll be a bit heavy. Trying to move quickly, but a larger group can, push it faster. We'd like to get in town for the building.
That sounds wonderful to me.
Yeah, cuts our ship shorter.
Able to move quick.
I have no problems with it.
As I said, I'm Durgan. This is the Iron Stride Fellowship.
Iron Stride.
You've got Torch, and he points at a pretty strong mountain dwarf. Has a holy symbol around his neck, like pretty beefy looking dude. stout frame, face that seems like permanently smudged with ash. His beard is short, fiery red, matching his fiery disposition.
That's Torch.
He wears robes of deep bronze with a heavy blacksmith hammer slung across his back. His holy symbol, a gleaming anvil, is worn proudly around his neck. The main guy, Durgan, is broad-shouldered and thick, sustained arms, and a face lined from years of hard work at the forge. His reddish beard, meticulously braided, and he always carries a warhammer at his side, a symbol of both his martial prowess and his trade. He wears an apron of heavy leather over chainmail, a clear sign that he never separates his craft from his combat readiness. So this is Torch. This is Hilda. He points at a hill dwarf. Hilda is wiry for a dwarf with sharp features and an alert gaze that misses nothing. Her long brown hair is tied back in a tight braid, and she dresses in leather armor that is worn but functional. She moves with the surprising grace of a dwarf, always scouting ahead and finding the quickest route through difficult terrains. And this is Braun. Points at a mountain dwarf. Braun is a hulking dwarf, his muscles corded from the years of labor and battle. His black beard is braided with iron rings, and he wears a bear pelt over his shoulders. His eyes flash with intensity of his ancestors, who he believes guide him into battle, with a great axe never far from his reach. And of course, this is Beldra. Beldra is small and lithe compared to her companions, but she more than makes up for it with her presence. Her long silver hair flows freely and carries she carries an intricately carved lute that she plucks while walking. She's always in good spirits. Her armor polished and pristine, and her smile infectious. And that is the ironclad.
Iron Stride.
Iron Stride, yeah. Sorry, I just went too far back. There we go. Iron Stride Fellowship.
Well,
And who are you?
you can call me Cicatrix.
The name's Tarquin.
Belloc.
I'm Clef.
Magus. And this is dog's name. I don't know if he put in his dog's name yet. He had to leave so quick after we played. Let's see. Extras, he has it. Oh, it's still just named Mastiff.
Maybe we should come up with a traveling name for ourselves.
We'll workshop it.
Workshop it.
Take some time.
Something to be thought about during our travels.
We're also known as the Iron Stride.
We're actually the Iron Stride Fellowship.
What a coincidence!
Weird. That's very weird.
What a coincidence. Of course we can travel together. We're all a part of the...
Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
You guys just murder them in the travels and they show up. You're like, yeah, we're the Iron Stride Fellowship.
Like, we thought you were going to be a bunch
I
of
could have
dwarves.
sworn that was a group of dwarves.
Things change.
Yeah.
We expanded.
Hear me out. Wild magic.
He's not lying.
That's
I like that. We'll workshop it.
bad. That's so bad. So, as you guys start to walk along, Durgan will say to you, so what has you traveling inward? This ragtag, no-name bunch of you.
Well, I am personally looking for Ninel's watch. Have you heard or seen of any of their members?
don't think I can say I've heard the. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know anybody who particularly went by that. We're kind of new to the land, though. We got invite. We were supposed to be here a week ago. We're pushing towards a city known as Jernhale. We need to be in Jernhale by the 20th for Asgul Kuln to start establishing, do some work for him.
Well, Jernhale's what, 2 weeks away? You should be fine.
10 days. 2 sets of 10 days is pushing it.
It's the 5th, and
That's
they've
true,
got
We'll have to.
whatever.
You have to pick up the pace. But
Well, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but you guys had kind of already set up your camp when we arrived. I know you were kind of glancing over at us a little bit, but
I saw you.
we definitely push a little bit further, move a little bit faster, eat on the go if we can.
Our small friend here, he is also looking to create an establishment for his people. So it would probably serve us to travel quickly with you.
Where's he trying to establish?
Probably somewhere south of Jernhale?
South of Jernhale, maybe between Jernhale and New Dawn Fort.
New Dawn Fort?
Somewhere between
there.
there.
I did find a location south of Jernhale that would let me start. We just have to clear out a mine that's set in there. If we move in and we clear out this mine of infested whatever creatures are in it, we can have the area including the mine. So, could be good.
Creatures of the deep.
It's nothing too crazy. It's just a small mine, but there's a little bit of iron there. Can't complain about free iron ore. But yeah, they dug in and they say they dug in too deep and found something, or something was going on, but the miners all disappeared. Their whole camp just left vacant, like something reached out of the earth and grabbed them.
If you guys want the mine in the underground, I'm sure that our friend here would be happy with the above ground. We both have a goal that we're all working for.
Well, this was that was Magus,
Magus
saying
saying
that.
Oh, okay.
Saying that.
Okay. That was the dwarf saying that.
No,
He knows that there is a mine out there.
Okay.
Magus knows. No, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Durgan will say, "What if?"
Right.
Well, I have to
Okay.
be him as well. I could sit over there. Then come back. No.
Yeah, we need you to go back and forth.
We'll just get you a bunny ears hat.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Magus. Damn it.
Well, if you do manage to see, this is the dwarf. Well, if you do manage to get in by the 37th, it's Torch, right? Yeah, Torch here could bless that area for you against further incursions and such. We're trying to get there just to help build. If we can get to New Dawn Fort by the 8th, we can help them with a new watchtower. But that's going to be pushing it. We just got to move quickly, make it happen. Maybe push through an extra day or two. But
I'm ready to move.
you guys are kind of walking as this is going through, and they're kind of keeping a decent pace.
Pretty quick for dwarves.
Yeah. It's one of those things when we're properly motivated, it's a little easier. And yeah, they just kind of keep moving along. The bar type plays her lute as you guys travel. Is there anything specific you want to do as you travel?
Velnok I'm not sure we've had a chance to properly speak. But I'm curious what brings you to these lands.
Well, as you've noticed, my scar, I'm pretty sure. Trying to find out who.
It is
did this
worthy
to
of
me.
a story.
Yes. I can't remember much, but I do remember something from my dreams. I don't know if it was a vision or just a memory, but someone with a morning star struck me and took something that I cared very much about away from me.
And now you must fell them.
Yes.
You could appreciate that.
I understand.
As they're talking, I'm gonna play my pan flute along with the lute.
I absolutely understand. One day someone stole my hammer here. Ended up breaking a keg open and using the pieces of the keg to cut their throat. I don't like losing things I care about.
Was that
It
German?
kind of, yeah, and he pats one of the other dwarves on the back.
Nice.
That's a cool story. Can definitely write songs about that.
Actually, she starts starts singing a song about how a dwarf got into a bar fight, and there's notes of definitely exaggerated language, but effectively, yeah, he smashed the keg over the guy's head and then took the piece of it and slit his throat, and then took the warhammer back from him.
Damn, I need to
Moral of the
remember
story
this.
is not to take a dwarf warhammer.
I need to take this song home.
Yeah, I never had the magic in me myself, but I do believe in the cause of the great creator. And he takes the hammer and he smacks the ground when he says that. Hangs it back up.
Here, here. Do you want to? I'm assuming, are we still kind of like leisurely walking?
You're walking at a
We're
pretty
walking
quick
at a
pace.
Purposely walking.
Pretty quick in
Trotting?
pace.
You might say galloping?
You could say that. You're
Lions
you're
pace.
you're at a yeah. You almost have like a skip to your step at this point. You're like you're moving quickly.
You and I have a decent move speed. We got that 35. So.
You guys are moving at a quickened pace, pushing for some time to get through.
So we're pretty much sprinting, so yeah.
Yeah, not like a full, but just like a little, like definitely like power walking sort of. Like, okay, cool. We don't want to be like exhausted, but like let's put in some work.
Did we get anything from the pouch aside from the good berries?
Not till the end of the day, but yeah.
Constipation. Constipation.
As you're moving, give me a survival.
Ooh, I'm trained in
Survive
it.
it.
So it's a 12.
And 12. You are noticing,
One.
as you're traveling off to the north and south, there is some foliage, some bushes and stuff like that. If you walked at a slower pace, you would be separated from the dwarves, but you could scavenge a little bit and possibly pull more herbs and such. You have quite a bit now, but you could
We could.
be pulling more depending on what you're trying to do.
As we're jogging, we do have the ability to scavenge herbs through these areas if that need should arise.
Oh, absolutely. We'll definitely consider doing that. During Kazad is the best time for that, but I mean, right now we're just trying to get there. Like I said, we're running late. We arrived in Kingsport a full 10 day after when we were supposed to be there. So we're supposed to be actually already established in the New Dawn Fort. We're supposed to help them build the tower and move on, but trying to do what we can.
Troubles at sea.
You know how it is.
Did you send them any word that you were going to be late?
No, I did not. I'm like just double checking. I'm like, no, I have nobody in my party has the ability to do that. So we did not. That we actually didn't. Do you have any sort of sending magics? We can get about 2 blocks away with a whisper, but doesn't help so much at this range.
I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
If anybody has any incense, I can send a familiar.
Possibly. Would it travel much faster than us? Because it would have to travel there. I mean, it could
It's
effectively.
got a fly speed.
Yeah. But then, I mean, well, you could attach a note to it. Would I?
I could make
It doesn't
candles, antitoxin. Yours gives potions of healing. I have no way to make incense.
Yeah.
Of course, these things would take time, and I would have to sit and do it.
I don't have any of that, unfortunately. No.
It doesn't really say anything about like speed.
It would be based off the creature.
Oh, the creature that
It
chose.
would be able to definitely get there faster than you, but not like excessively faster. None of these people would have the materials for that, unfortunately.
Damn.
That'd be something you could possibly get in New Dawn Fort, though. So,
Sure.
but as you guys travel, is there anything specifically you guys would like to do?
Definitely get with the Dwarven Bard and compare songs.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
God, 23.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Just keeping pace.
Yeah,
Got my shield and Tarquin's spear out.
fair.
I'm still playing my band.
Looks like a toothpick more so. He holds it out and is like,
Give me an athletics check. And we'll do Magus.
Everyone, athletics.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody? Uh-oh.
Ooh, hold on a second.
17.
Oh, but
I'm not raging. So that's true.
son of a bitch.
I got a 12.
Got a 5.
Yeah, I'm not the lowest one. I got 9.
Jeez.
I got a 7.
The dwarves got 7?
No,
Magus?
Magus.
What about is that Magus'
That's
dog?
the dog.
No,
Magus got a 9, and I was like, oh, but the dog gets to roll.
We should have gave
7.
the dog a berry.
You definitely could. And Magus probably would have pulled, yeah. So you
We
got
have
a
9?
9,
17.
17,
12.
12, 5. So you guys are moving pretty quickly, but it's like exhausting for a lot of you. You're like, fuck, like I don't normally do this sort of thing. So you're going, the dwarves are definitely putting not a lot of distance on you, but they're like kind of putting a little bit of like movement, and they kind of like stop a little bit. And they're kind of going through like, you guys gonna keep up? I'd love to move faster. A bigger group's gonna be less watch, less that we need, but we gotta move quick.
We haven't been in a big, huge rush, but we'll try to keep up.
Don't slow on our account, but go, and we will try to keep up.
Well, we might have to push ahead. No, I mean to insult or anything, but we gave our word that we would help as much as we could. We're gonna lose some time. We definitely need to make it to Jernhell by the 20th. So, I'll kind of push off and start pushing ahead of you guys a little bit, making distance. So at this point, you're like, yeah, they're gonna probably outpace us. So you're gonna be moving on your own. So at that point, if you want to change up pace or do any sort of scavenging, you could.
That slow us down considerably from our
That-
day's travel
That'd
per
put
square.
that'd put you at your normal.
Normal pace.
I'm saying with your that puts you at a normal day's travel. So it'd be 10 days of travel.
Let's go ahead and do that then.
And do some scavenging. We can definitely do that.
Of course, I just want to bring up to your lining point of view. He's got outran by a pack of dwarves.
I did not get outran.
He was keeping pace with
You
them pretty well.
He's like in between the groups, like, motherfucker. That's why they're like, hey, you gonna? He's like, just go. Just go.
I was sort of keeping up with
You're
you.
doing pretty good.
That's fine.
You have my walking stick. No, I'm kidding. So, no, I'm kidding.
Come take it.
Come take
Funny. Not nice, but funny.
It's true. Should have asked them if you could have purchased a walking stick from them.
If you want to give me a survival, you're proficient with herbalism. You're not proficient with herbalism.
I'm not
kit,
proficient
but you have it.
with it, but I have it.
So you can give me a survival at disadvantage.
Can I aid him?
Is anybody proficient with herbalism?
Oh, no.
I like.
Excellent.
Survival at disadvantage? Because normally it just gives you advantage if you are proficient with one, right?
No. It allows you to. I would give you proficiency.
And if you have
Bonus.
proficiency in a skill that's used with that check, you have advantage on the check too.
Okay. Give me a second.
Under herbalism kit.
Because it's one of my proficiencies. They have rules for gathering that are coming out that just they haven't actually officially released them yet. Where's my herbalism kit? There we go.
I don't have proficiency with the kit, so I cannot create potions of healing.
Yeah. If you have proficiency with a tool, add your proficiency bonus to any ability check to make tools. If you have proficiencies in skills that use that check, you have advantage on that check too. So, I'll say it's a flat roll.
Flat roll survival. That's 10.
A 10. 10. Roll me a d10.
D10. That's a 2.
2. You find 2 silver worth of herbs throughout the day.
That's not a lot of herbs.
It's not a whole lot, but
2 silver worth of herbs. I'm gonna have to make another fucking custom item, I guess.
if you want, I could put it in the sack of herbs.
Just add it to the sack of herbs.
So we're gonna call this silver herb mats. And that was 5, 2. Wait, what'd you roll on your d20? 2? Or I mean, sorry, not the d20, the d10.
2 on the d10.
So you got 2 silver.
Do that for the next month, and maybe we can get a potion out of it.
It does go up. I fucking hate you so much. Oh.
I'm not.
More potatoes.
Oh, that's exactly what I want. So apparently you can't set costs to less than gold. I'll just know customization. It won't let me do 0.02.
Well, 0.2, right?
Yeah, 0.2. It doesn't let me do point anything. I'm just gonna make a note. 2 silver. And we'll adjust it as we go. It's not a whole lot, but also as you go up, you'll be able to get more per day. 10's good,
Right.
but also going out and just while walking, picking stuff
Finding
off and not
stuff.
just going in and just spending a day foraging.
Doing it.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do as you travel?
Nothing for me. Just trying to keep pace with Scissatrix.
You guys, I mean, you slowed down.
Yeah, well,
at
they're
this
all
point.
at the normal pace. It just-
He's kind of walking along the edge, maybe a little bit quick in pace, and kind of pulling some stuff and going through. You also, you find a lot more than 2 silver worth of herbs.
I don't make healing potions, and I don't
But-
know how really. So
Yeah,
I'm just grabbing. Shit
You're
that I've
you're grabbing
seen
shit that
before.
looks like what you have. So it's not like you're only pulling. It's just that 2 silver worth of it is going to actually be able to be used to make stuff.
Right.
You probably pulled what looks like could be like 2 or 3 gold worth of herbs, but
Right.
there's only it's like
The pouch is like, okay, just littering herbs behind me as we're
there's
walking.
sticks and stuff. There's
picking
one
on
that's
it,
literally
like-
just this stick.
Like a thistle bush or something.
That's a twig. That's poison ivy.
Picked up a tumbleweed at one point. Like, hey, Victor's, what the fuck are you doing? Gathering herbs.
Gathering herbs.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess the dwarf did make a point. Do we have any sort of name or way we want to be addressed as a group? Since we're stuck together for hopefully less than the rest of this year. No offense, but I don't mind traveling longer or doing more, but I don't want to be stuck with you at the end of the year.
That's fair.
Anything anybody has in mind?
We call it the forced hand. Considering we're all together from a poker game.
That's pretty good.
But actually, yeah.
I like it. I mean, it could be construed in weird ways, but
That works for me. That's cool.
yeah.
All in favor.
Aye.
Because I'm not actually here. But he'll probably be like, okay.
Fair enough.
What's wrong with the hound? How come the hound doesn't agree?
Right. It's probably for the best that you split off from the dwarfs. I feel like some people will try to work you till you're exhausted, and then when you pass out, they take everything from you. I don't know. It's just something I've heard. You got to be careful on trusting people, especially though some of the people you're with.
Oh yeah, I mean, keep my distance.
And she's just like messaging you so you can like magically talk to her. Also, give me a charisma saving throw on this day.
I succeeded. I rolled a 10. Plus 5.
We'll get there eventually.
Eventually. One day. I may know. But for now, you're probably evil. You guys travel at a decent pace, gathering herbs throughout the 5th. Is there anything else in particular you want to do?
I'll grab that condition. I gotta fix that.
Man, just like I'm gonna be not sleeping today either way to try and not lose anything. That being said, I don't know if you guys want to maybe push through a night or cut some time off of our travels. I guess we have no reason that we have to, but since I'm just sitting here anyways,
Yeah, might as well keep
I
going.
can't sleep, but I don't know. It depends. I know I'll be exhausted the next day, but not to the point that it'll affect my travel.
Yep, quicker we get there, the better.
Go as quickly as we can and continue on in the morning.
Works for me.
Actually, yeah, no, let's not do that. If we get it's okay for him because he's riding his mount that he doesn't sleep, but if the mount gets exhausted, or if you guys get exhausted, your speed is reduced by 5 times your exhaustion level. So you guys would all lose 5 feet of movement. So you wouldn't really be making up
Oh, yeah.
Anytime,
a
really.
whole. I mean, you would make some, but you'd also be losing a little bit. It wouldn't make up a whole lot. So
Normal travel.
he's gonna not sleep, but he'll let his dog sleep and let. Of course, you guys sleep. He's like, I guess I keep watch. You're gonna be up too, so
I'll be up.
that works.
Cool.
Good night.
Good.
Cool. You guys pass out on the 5th day. You can mark off a long rest. Man, I'm going back to home level exhaustion.
It's the 6th.
It is the 6th day of Morden. What did I not? Where we're supposed to be? Back up in the chat. On the 6th day, you wake up. There are 9 berries in the bag. There's also 1 healing potion added to it.
Nice.
We all still have one, or is anybody missing a healing potion?
I believe that I need one.
I got one.
So I'll take the healing potion. Just a normal healing potion.
You have one?
I won.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten mine back from when I used it on you the other day.
So you take it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I see how many vials are on the side of this pouch or the bag or no?
Yes. There are 17 vials currently.
Oh, okay, good.
So know that you bought some, I bought some.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently 17 vials.
Cool. And I used a drink, and so I have an extra.
Cool. On the 6th, anything specific you guys want to do while traveling?
I guess keep foraging.
Yeah.
Might as well.
And I'll help him forge.
Cool. Are you proficient in survival? So, yeah. You guys can both roll, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Yeah, roll with advantage. I think you're
Sure.
probably a little higher.
Well, I mean, I'm proficient.
Right.
I don't know what you got for your wisdom. But...
His wisdom that's currently cursed.
Oh, that's right. That's fair. Good call. Hey, it's a 10 again.
10?
Yep.
Give me that D10.
I rolled 2 single digits with advantage. D10.
That was me all day. That's
That's a 5.
5. So 5 silver.
In the bag.
So about how far are we on the map right now?
We've moved.
We're not even halfway to...
You guys are probably about right here, give or take.
Dope.
Yeah.
So, because this is a 10-day travel, and you guys are basically on the 3rd day.
Cool.
So,
Starting off.
starting the 3rd day.
Well, yeah.
You guys travel. You notice that Magus is definitely a bit exhausted. He's kind of on the dog, just kind of holds the reins and kind of pulls in. He's just like, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm not gonna sleep. Sitting there,
Drifting.
he's kind of doing through. He gets maybe a short rest or two in, but not an actual long rest. Was there anything else other than foraging you want to do as you travel?
Any dreams recently, Velnok?
No, none yet.
The quietness of the plains, kind of being away from the big city, you find yourself... You're not sure if you're sleeping better or if you're sleeping worse, but not having nightmares because you're sleeping worse, which is making you feel more rested. Kind of trying to figure out, you're somewhere in between. You're like, I might just not be getting as, you're like, I feel like I'm getting enough sleep, but I might not be getting that real good deep sleep I normally get when I'm in the city and just kind of surrounded by that hustle and bustle.
Gotcha. Just like in real life.
Yeah. I go somewhere that's super nice and away and quiet and everything. I'm like, it's so quiet. I'm just like, what was that? What was that? What? Huh? Hmm?
I will sleep like a rock wherever the fuck you put me. Must be nice.
Yeah, it just depends. I used to.
Could I do a history check around here to see if there's like anything nearby that I would know?
You can give me a history and see anything that you can pull.
Okay, that one. Cool.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the new world. I was like,
There's
Nope, this is new territory.
a lot of this is just absolutely new to you. Everything, even the road, which is definitely been worked. There's some magics here. Mostly like people have come through and like shaped earth and like done some stuff like that. The road in this area has something like stone shaped or like worked. It's not cobblestone or anything like that. It's still just like a dirt road, but you can tell that certain magics have been brought in to level out certain places where you'll kind of be walking. You'll see that like maybe like a valley kind of rolls through, but where the road is, it doesn't really drop into the valley, more so like the valley kind of comes up to make the road a little bit more smooth, decreasing the decline in it. So there's definitely a good amount of magics to make this road easier to travel.
I'm done.
I got besides helping.
Perfect. That's fine. We can push through,
Oh, yeah.
travel, and get through it.
Keep pushing.
Through the 6th day, you guys can mark off a long rest. This day, Magus will sleep. Long rest.
And there goes his cloak.
Oh.
Oh.
And we need his percentile.
Another ball bearing.
Ooh, that is not a ball bearing. A water skin.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Oh, 1 to 5 is what you don't want.
I've heard.
But you guys wake on the 7th. There's some berries. There's a potion.
So, take some berries. There is a potion.
Do we leave it on the bag or do we distribute it?
Does everybody have one?
I'm good to go.
Have
Yes,
this potion.
I can keep it on my belt holsters. That way, if you need it.
Sounds good.
Ideally, we can all work up to having multiples, right?
Right.
Cool. So I will remove the herbs but not add the potion.
I'll take the potion.
40, 35, 10. Oh, 15. Yeah. Cool. And one less vial. Bink. 16 vials. It is the 7th day of Morden as you guys travel through.
Starting our 4th day of travel. Right?
Yes.
Yes. This is your 4th day of travel. Okay. Cool. 4th day of travel. It is the 7th day. You guys are moving along. Is there anything in particular you would like to discuss or go over as you travel?
Nature check to see herbs. Yes.
Nature check to kind of look for something to help them.
Yeah.
It's doable. Yeah, give me a nature check.
23.
23. Yeah, you kind of you're going through and seeing some of the stuff that he's gathered, and you're like, this is you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that. And you kind of pull out and you're like, see, these look the same, but if you look at like the darkness of the stems here, this is actually slightly different thing. This one isn't going to help you. So you kind of give them a feel of more of what to look through and look for.
Sweet.
If you want to give me a check,
Do some foraging.
foraging. Mm-hmm. Are you proficient in nature?
Oh, shit.
Not proficient.
No.
2 nat 20s.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Cool.
That was you.
See, I showed you, and then you're like, "Oh, I get it." Perfect.
Like that. Oh,
But
Absolutely.
tomorrow I'm gonna go back to pulling the fucking twigs.
What does that give you overall?
It gives me a 23.
23. Roll me a d6.
D6 is 4.
You actually find 4 gold worth of usable
Nice.
herbs.
Fuck yeah, there we go. That's a little bit of progress.
Proficient means that little white dot next to it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
For me, it's a red dot.
It depends on the layout that
Oh,
you
yeah.
have on your sheet, but yeah. For Magus, it's green.
Green dot. Black dot.
I have
dot.
red one.
Has she
Yeah.
been heart checking you? Has she been heart checking you?
You can give me a charisma save. That's a good call. Give me 2 real quick.
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Nice, good stuff.
Damn.
So no, she
It's
not catching
getting a
anything.
read at all.
Not at all.
Holy shit.
Pretty powerful, isn't he? Her defenses are up.
It's like it's like it's Fae.
Charismatic.
They're harder to read.
Do you think it'd be easy?
Yeah, the creatures that are known for trickery and deceit and stuff like that are easier to read.
They are, if you allow to read them for what they want you to see.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't trust you. Trust him. But as you're traveling along, she'll say, "What is it that you find yourself looking for, primarily?"
Oh, to me?
Mhm.
Like on the road, or just like with this?
You said that you're looking for something that was lost to you. Maybe I
Yeah.
could do something to help.
From my past, she was my everything. She was my world. She is gone, and I'm trying to find her.
Lost love. What are you looking for? You do think that she came here?
No, she is in another place, and I'm trying to get there or bring her back.
So you seek powerful magics.
Yes.
Is there somewhere in particular you're looking to go to get these powerful magics?
Heard talk of the Everlive Guild may be able to help, or at least increase my knowledge.
Interesting. So kind of just go quiet for about 10, 15 minutes. Let's go. Is there someone specific in the Everlife Guild you're trying to reach out to or contact?
Forget her name. Torfine Oresis, the leader.
Well, if I find any information, I'll definitely let you know.
Thank you. Oh, what's the sprite's name?
Her name was... No, I don't know.
So it was Zafira. I want to say it was Zafira.
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 That's what it was.
Like I have her in this campaign, not in that one. 'Cause I have 7 campaigns made for this campaign because I like grouped. I'm like, this is for your characters. This is for your characters. Like this is for your backstory. This is your guild. This is that. Just little bits here or there. And she kind of goes quiet after that. You can still feel just a little weight of her presence there on your shoulder, but it's not excessive. Zafira. Anything else anybody wishes to discuss as you travel along? As the forest hand moves down the road.
Nope. I'm mainly just taking in kind of like the scenery while I'm hunting, scavenging and stuff.
Absolutely. Roll me 3d20.
3d20. I rolled an 18, a 10, and a 2.
All across the spectrum.
Yeah.
Kind of. 10's like right there in the middle. A 2 is almost there, and a 20 is almost there.
18 is almost-
Close enough. You guys continue to move along through the 7th day. It is now the 8th day. If you guys want to mark off a long rest, this is the day. I guess again it takes a level of exhaustion. It doesn't rest. But you wake up on the 8th day. There are berries and such available for you.
Distribute them out.
course. It is the 8th day, which is known as Der Margren. Does anybody speak Dwarven?
No.
It's known as Der Margren. This is the day that they said they needed to be there to help with forging a new tower. So it's a Morden holiday. You're not 100% sure what it means. If anybody wants, you can give me history.
Yep. 5 plus 6.
9.
14.
9. You know that in Dwarven it roughly translates out to the Forge of Unity, but it's Dwarven shit. You're not really sure. 14. You know that on this day, it is called the Forge of Unity. That's what Der Margren stands for. And on this day, great feats can be accomplished, as it seems that people working together to create things on this day are capable of creating more than normal.
Okay.
So, like, people who work together to make a shield or an armor tend to have better craftsmanship and get more accomplished on this day. Larger groups come together to build, like, great buildings, towers, bridges, things like that, where things that normally feel like they take like a week or two to construct can be just brought together in one day.
Do I know if it's to the Dwarven race specifically, or just like in general?
It's pretty much, this is one of the general holidays, which from your understanding, give me a religion.
12.
Yeah. Morden currently sits on top of the High Council, so he is influencing the realm. So pretty much all, like, mortals, humanoids, things like that, for the most part, the more sentient, like, animals seem to be less affected by most of the holidays and such. But as far as that, like, humanoids and the more sentient and intelligent creatures tend to be influenced by the holidays. So I don't know if there's anything anybody else does crafting with.
Mending, I don't craft.
Very good.
Nope. Not proficient in anything anyway.
Mhm. Yep. No one is proficient in herbalism kits. No.
What's up? No, nobody's proficient at all.
Yeah. And Magus will say, yeah, no, this is a great day for carpentry, but I don't really have the time or the patience or the desire to really build anything specific right now. Look, I still have my carpenter's tools, though. Actually, natural 20, that's what I'm looking for. As the day goes on, is there anything specific anybody is looking to do other than gathering herbs? Let's go fast we go here.
Would you like me to make another charisma check?
Yeah, that really works.
He wants to fail, but he's not.
I rolled, when I rolled the 3, I rolled the 2. That would have worked.
What'd you get?
I got an 11 plus 5, so 16.
Fair.
Have we had music on these days?
Of course.
out some good music, you know, I'd just not be traveling at all. Right? Gotta have some music. Pastime. Anyone know any good songs? I heard a good one from a dwarf the other day.
It was a really good song.
All the good songs.
How much is that? How much is that? Because I could probably do that. Be cheap. Be cheap.
Have
Be
you
cheap.
written any of your own pieces, Clef?
I haven't.
Any particular favorites?
There are a couple. One of them being my own.
Aye. Only one of them.
Yes, there are quite a few good songwriters out there.
This is true. How very humble of you.
It's honest. Humility. I don't know about that, but honesty.
About halfway through the day, Matt just gives you a quarterstaff that he's carved out. It's got like kind of just a baseline quarterstaff, but it's got kind of like carved in. It's got like symbols of like different elements and stuff like that going through, and it's walked. You can tell that it's made to be more of a walking stick than a quarterstaff, but it is effectively a quarterstaff.
Oh, sweet.
Why, thank you. That's too kind.
Of course. Looks like I found a good branch while not sleeping the other day. I thought I'd do what I could.
I appreciate it. Definitely helps.
Absolutely.
We just find a good raw shirt, put it at the end, and make a makeshift spear.
I was like, that's not really the purpose, but okay. Find you a dagger and you can just strap it to the top.
I have a couple. You're right.
Then we can call you Goblin Tarquin.
Well, I do speak goblin, so that'd be...
Fits.
I don't know your alignment. You speak goblin.
Weird.
Yeah, probably.
What a dirty language.
Well, that is a dirty language, but learning goblin is a good way to hire on mercenaries and such to do terrible things.
Purchase slaves, or you know.
I actually don't remember picking goblin. I think I ran randomly. I was just like, sure, we'll change it later maybe. And then I didn't change it, and I was like, well, I speak goblin now. Kind of fits.
Did you say you wanted to gather on this day as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Now you have a pretty good idea. Give me the roll with advantage.
Rolling with advantage. That's an 18.
18. Roll me a d4.
D4. That's a 3.
3. You find 3 gold worth of herbs and such
In the
while
bag.
traveling. In his bag, not his bag.
I am grateful for your instruction, Velnock.
Happy to help.
And then we're going to subtract. Down to there.
We'll benefit from what the bag can provide. We do appreciate it.
Of course.
over this time, you've created 2 more healing potions.
Damn.
The 8th and the 9th. This is moving on to the 9th.
Who wants them?
Hmm?
Who wants them?
I'll take one.
One to Tarquin, one to Delnock?
I'll take them.
You get the next one.
You still have 4 days of travel to reach the city at this rate.
Today is the 8th.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're going to arrive on the 13th.
Right.
So you have the 10th, 11th, 12th, and
Oh,
you'll
is this
arrive
the
on the
9th?
13th. This is the end of the 9th, wrapping the 9th. With that's where the potions are from.
Missing days.
Can mark off a rest. We're going to see what we lose.
Right?
Something further down. What would be parchment?
How much D20 am I making my check with today?
10th day, give me your D20.
Nat 20.
Fair. That's fair. Do you want to check your herbs?
Yeah. Keep it going.
Okay. And push through and get to
Advantage. Fuck yeah. That's a 22.
22. 22. Roll me a D6.
6.
Find 6 gold worth.
He's just slowly like.
It's really locking in what it is that he's looking
Really,
for.
really good at it.
And that was the 10th day. Add 6 minus 25.
How much gold did I find the first time? 4?
I think so.
2. Oh yeah, 4 and then 3.
One more
2,
healing potion
6.
on the 10th day. Are you taking that
Oh,
one?
no, it was 3.
Double up. One more healing potion on the 10th day.
Yep. You get it.
Shall effectively have 2.
Yep. You'll have 2.
Except for Magus.
Oh right. Yes.
He'll get his second one tomorrow, or you can not give it to him. It's one of those things. He's like, I already feel bad having the cloak, but it's going to be. I mean, it's helpful for me, but with the curse, I worry.
Is the curse powerful enough to accept our pattern and then start removing your share of our potions if we don't give you one?
Potentially, but I don't know for sure. If I don't need more than one, is it necessarily mine? I mean, I can't drink more than one at a time anyways.
It's fair.
With the weird things going on around that pack, I think if I were injured in combat, I'd try to get near you as well.
It does seem to have an awareness of things going on around.
Yeah. Definitely some weird things. Through the 10th day, anything particular anybody wants to do? No. The 11th day, if you want to give me your charisma save.
Did we forage on the 10th?
Yeah,
That was the.
no 6. If you want to give me your save and you give me your roll.
Nat 1.
Nice.
I failed.
For a total of?
It would be for a total of 6.
Okay.
Never seen anyone excited for Nat 1 before, right?
If you're gonna fail, fail big.
I still wonder what can be gained from traveling with this evil creature. None of the rest of you are evil. I feel like he's a danger to you all. What are your surface thoughts?
Mine?
Yeah. When he says that to you.
I'm trying to question myself too, just like, what, like, I'm like, yeah, like, really, what benefit does it have for us? But I'm also like, well, he is pretty powerful in combat. He seems to value honor as like one of his top priorities. So as long as we stay honorable, shouldn't really come to harm to any of us for the time being.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ten.
Is there any worry or love or hate or anything large looming on your mind at the moment?
Worry that once he gets or like reaches his goal, that he'll either turn on us or try to betray us somehow.
You get a feeling like something was kind of probing into your mind a little bit. Do you want to roll your
Advantage. 22.
22? 22 is again a d6.
2. Good deuce.
2 gold.
Better than 1.
Yeah.
Better than
2 gold is better than 1.
1 extra healing potion.
Maybe I'll keep a hold of this one. And I guess if you need one, let me know.
Of course. I can absolutely do that. Anything else on the 11th day to travel through?
nothing pretty good.
Everyone's kind of been particularly quiet. What's the weather been like the past few days?
It's
nice
it's
weather.
pretty nice. It's Morden, so you're looking. It's after spring. Not quite like the heavy summer yet, but you're getting. I mean, you're a little ways into Morden right now, starting into the second week of Morden. So, when there's 4 weeks of Morden, and then you're officially in like summer. So I mean, it's been good. Light rain, but nothing excessive.
No, like inches of rain? Just
Nothing crazy.
sprinkles here and
Just
there?
sprinkles here or there. Yeah. Did you want to try to set up your rain catcher or anything like that?
I mean, if
you
and when
lose
it
some time.
rains.
Potentially. Let's see if you have some while you're traveling at night. Yeah, there's actually one of the nights it's raining, probably on the 9th. It rained a little heavy.
Cool.
Uh,
I'll say that for sure.
how much can you pull?
So the rain catcher can pull up to 2 gallons of drinking water per inch of rainfall and hold up to 8 gallons.
There's only 1 inch of rainfall. About 2 gallons?
2 gallons of water. You want it.
2 extra gallons of
Top
water.
off some
Top off.
water skins. I've got
A lot of the water skins are actually surprisingly topped off.
I've got my empty keg.
Magus kind of looks around and is like,
I'll put water in it.
I don't have a water skin. I had a water skin.
No, it's
But I don't have a water skin anymore. That's development.
I've got water in this keg then, if you need some.
Luckily with the berries, I don't really need the water, but checking to see how full it was, I realized it's not where I keep it normally.
That's very
I must have lost that
unfortunate.
while sleeping. Yeah.
Luckily, we might be able to buy another one for you at town.
When we handle this curse, It'll definitely be a resupply that I need.
That's traveling. Like I said, Tarklin's kind of just since we weren't in town anymore, kind of being more, I guess, touristy, because he hasn't really been here before, so he's just kind of like taking it all in, kind of like taking in the sights while we're walking.
Yeah, absolutely. You can mark off a long rest.
Another Christmas Day. I'm just kidding.
That and inventory.
But you did fail, so she knows now.
Right.
Uh-huh.
She's still weary.
This is the 12th, is this next day?
Mm-hmm. No, you wouldn't do that. Anything specific that you guys want to do while traveling along? Anything that you guys wish to discuss or go over?
Foraging, but definitely kind of keeping an eye out wide of the trails.
Mhm.
Just trying to see if anybody else is traveling.
Right. We're getting
On the
closer to the city now, so
Yeah.
definitely keep more of an eye out.
There's people who like pass. You've probably passed a handful of groups moving the other way, but nothing major. The road's pretty wide, so people tend to just give each other just a little bit of wide berth and just kind of nod, wave as they move through. I don't know why that's on. You're supposed to be muted. But nothing particular comes. People who are moving through seem to be moving at a quickened pace as well. But anything else for the 12th day? If you want to give me your
Keep
foraging.
For some herbs. Hey, that's a 12.
12. Give me a 2d10. Sorry, 2d10.
2d10. It's a 7 and a 1 for a total of 8.
8. And that's for the herbs, so 8 plus 5. So now there's 3 silver and 1 more gold. And then we're taking 25 off of that. So this. And 1 more potion. 1 less vial.
Same order as the usual. Tarquin. Would you like another potion?
Yeah, I'll take another. Might as well keep stocked up, just in case.
And I mean, we do also have a bag we can keep stuff in, but you also have your bag. You have the magic bag that can keep things safe.
Which I wasn't able to find. What was it called again?
Hewers. Handy haversack.
I just wanna-
HEWARD.
Yeah, just like a spice pouch and armor pocket.
It's blue.
Right. It's not popping up.
Put apostrophe S and see if it'll show up.
Type in handy. See what you get if
Yeah,
you ask for a
Totally,
handy.
totally type in handy. That'll work. HE. Handy spice pouch. Did they take it out? It's not popping up.
Handy haversack, keywords handy haversack, both of them popped up immediately for me. Do you have something specifically marked?
Yeah, India. No.
Interesting. Let me see what is missing from here then.
Try back. Try to have
Are you searching your gear or are you trying to add to your inventory?
Add to inventory.
HAV. Yeah, it's not pulling up a lot of stuff for you. That's weird.
He has certain things turned off.
I'm looking. It's not.
Refresh your page. You had 2014 rules turned off,
Ah, okay.
That was probably.
so it's not going to show you yet any of that direct stuff there.
No, it should be.
Oh, and that's
That's it. That's it.
at the end of the 12th day. I need. Cicatrix, go ahead and remove all your coins.
Ooh. All my coins are gone.
So all wealth is gone. And luckily, I'm not losing anything. One item per 10 days, I'm not losing. But I'm still losing one item a day, or per long rest, so that sucks. But the bounty got rid of my 10-day. But yeah. So all of your coins are gone at the end of the day. As you guys are traveling, because you did have a bit of a quickened pace at one point, you're seeing a town off in the distance. If you want to really push in, you could push in and arrive but probably like midnight today.
This is the 13th of morning? Or the 12th?
This is at the very end of the 12th.
End of the 12th, okay.
If you guys, because you had already pushed heavily through one day, if you wanted, you could push and arrive by about midnight tonight.
I'm down to do that if we want.
Yep. Find a bed and sleep in tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you guys push in heavily into the night. And you arrive in a small little city. Each of these are 5-foot squares.
Oh, yes.
But the city that you arrive at, there are a bunch of small houses built to the south of the road. The road for about maybe 100 feet on either end is actually cobblestone, which looks like it's shaped, smoothed out, like they laid out stones and then shaped them out into a small, or like a really nice smooth surface. The town has a wall that goes all the way around it. Wooden wall built up. The wooden wall is 25 feet tall.
25 feet.
You'll see a couple along the top of the wall. You'll see a couple of guards. Look like they have the tabards of the Crown's Hand. And you'll notice that not pictured here, but off to the side, there's a very large tower that has been built that looks like a new structure right in front. And you'll see a couple of guards working out of there, kind of stationed up. Has like a large, defensive top. Couple guards there. You'll see they're kind of spy glasses out and stuff. Every once in a while you see that little flash of somebody with a spyglass. I guess it's dark enough you wouldn't quite see that. Not with you guys having any like major torches or anything like that out. But you arrive
Very late.
very late. Even though it's pretty late at night, you still hear a bit of noise coming from the tavern. When you come to the town, the gate is open, allowing people to come in. You've got stables set up there. You've got a small little marketplace. You have to the south. There's a pretty big log cabin, and then some small. They're like little houses, almost like little huts, but they're like pretty decently built, but they're pretty small. But additional buildings, they're newer than the fort.
Are they multi-level or are they just single level?
They're single level. They're single level. You see smoke coming from them, like they may have fireplace and stuff like that. You wouldn't have that in that other thing. These are all non-magic. But yeah. And then of course you have a large, what looks kind of like a barracks next to a well, and then the large tavern with a sign on it that says "First Stop."
I guess we should probably just go to the tavern and see if we can't procure beds for the night. We could do some shopping and stuff tomorrow if we want.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Absolutely. When you go in, you'll see two relatively attractive female humans. Look very, very similar. And then there is you're thinking it looks like a human, but he's got green hair, who is bartending. Kind of set up. The two girls work the tables, moving back and forth. One of them seems to kind of be more about business. She's going in and cleaning up stuff, handing new drinks, collecting bar tabs, collecting tips, bringing drinks. The other one seems to be a little bit more jokey, laughing, having a decent time of it. But in the process, she also seems to be getting significantly less work done, but probably about the same amount of tips in that time. There's a couple tables open on either side with either of the ladies, or there's the bar that has a few open seats. Bar's relatively packed, mostly human in here, but you'll notice a couple elves, Eldrin. In fact, you'll also notice, yeah, there's a few shifter in here as well. But what do you want to do as you enter the first stop? I'm guessing unless you want to go to the stables or the market instead.
I have a little bit of business I would like to try to have. If anything is still open at the market, I will return shortly.
I'll ask around to find out any info on maybe some poltergeists or some chokers.
That sounds good.
I will go with him too, because poltergeists are something that I'm looking for.
Right. Yeah, there's a couple
of us are.
got that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll almost immediately upon seeing the shifters, just take a step back outside and go towards the market.
Okay. And head over to the
See if
market.
anything's open.
You go over. There's the door seems to be locked, but there's a like bell, like a little pole chain with a bell, and it says "pull for service."
Any lights or anything on in there? Is it all dark?
Maybe small. There's definitely a few little lights. You do find there's a decent bit of random lights coming from in here too. Like you're thinking maybe like certain like glows of like magic items or random things like that, but nothing too extensive.
Try and ring the bell.
Yeah, you ring the bell. After about 30 seconds, you hear somebody, "Be right there. Give me a moment." A kind of older guy comes down, and he comes in. He unlocks the door for you. He says, "Sorry, I was getting a little rest in, but market's always open. I know people need gear at all times of day. Never want to turn down sales. What is it that I could get for you?"
I was hoping actually to sell you some things if you were interested.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely purchase some stuff from you. What is it you're looking to sell?
I have a And he takes like the longest pause. Says, well, I could sell you a hand axe if you'd be willing. Maybe also some rations.
Yeah, you
If you
could
take them.
probably do something with that, I guess. You said a hand axe? Is it magical or anything?
No, but it comes from the Leonin tribe. It is very well made.
No, it doesn't look bad. I could give you, I don't know, 2 gold for it.
Fair by me. Anybody else want to drink?
I'll take another watermelon while you're up. Screw it. Why not? Just be unhealthy. So I'll take the hand axe and give you 2 gold.
I also
And you
have
said rations?
rations, yes.
How many rations? I mean, I can always turn those pretty quick. How are you looking to sell?
I can give you 10. 10 days worth.
10 days worth? Give you 4 gold for that.
I thank you.
And he kind of looks through, sees that they're decently well preserved. A lot of them probably like wrapped and pretty much unopened. Okay, yeah. Overpack for a trip?
A little bit, yes. I was also wondering if you'd happen to have heard anything about one Vecris the Cursed, who may have been here.
I don't know anything about any cursed people. I just kind of sell my gears. I don't ask about curses or anything along that line. Do you know a good description of this guy?
Tiefling man. Describe the picture that I've seen of him. Very dark. Longer horns. Kind of keeps to himself. Apparently brings bad luck with him where he travels.
Doesn't sound offhand. I mean, I've seen some tiefling here. Things have changed over the past little while. But for the most part, no curses, no bad luck, nothing that I've known of that. Geoff might know more, but he locks the horses down and closes up at night. He's less concerned. Few people need horses at this point in the night.
That is fair. You also sell magical weaponry?
I have some stuff. Just depends on what it is exactly that you're looking at, or looking for, I should say.
Things that could cause some good damage if put in the right hands. Axes, swords, things of that nature.
I don't have a whole lot of. Let's see what we got under. I got a few things, nothing too crazy. I've got like some walloping ammunition, which is kind of helpful. Unbreakable arrows. I've got some moon-touched weapons. I do have a moon-touched greatsword.
Just kind of glows a little bit.
Glows. Some people believe that it does a little bit of radiant damage when you're striking. I mean, that glow of magic's got to offer something. I don't know, I'm not much for magic items.
Out of curiosity, how much would something like that run for somebody like myself to purchase?
You'd be looking at 330 gold.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I could probably. We've done business. I could probably get you into it for about 300.
I will keep that in mind. Are you also able, if it comes to it, or interested in purchasing and or selling healing potions?
Yeah. I buy and sell potions for sure.
This is good to know. I thank you for your time. And he will go wander off back to the first stop.
Oh, diplomacy. That's what that means.
Diplomacy?
No, I don't need you to do that. No, it just, I was looking at it and it says,
Like,
and it says what he's
Persuade.
willing to do, but it says per dip, and I was like, what the heck does per dip mean? I was like, oh yeah,
oh, yeah.
per diplomacy, like
Gotcha.
certain things can affect.
Per dip.
I'm like, I wrote out this such a great thing of like how he sells and what he sells and what's going, and then at the end of it, it says like negotiating, and it just says per dip. I'm like, per dip? It's like, oh, per diplomacy. That makes sense.
Per dip.
In the bar, you guys are looking around for poltergeist. Give me what is that? That'll be a search, I guess we'd call. Because our investigation is going to be a study, isn't it? It's going to be a study. I know this. It's now called study.
Study.
That's going to have, your Arcana, Religion, Investigation, Nature, or History. So, if you want to give me, as you're kind of talking to people, moving throughout, you can give me a study. I'll take 2d20, or however you want to do it. You can each do one. One person can push the other ones. Depending on which study you do, you may have a higher or lower DC.
My Arcana's +6. What's your best?
Yeah, I can help you with Arcana if you want to. Roll 2d20.
Yeah. 16. Yeah, I'll go with the 16.
16. As you're talking through, there's a couple people drunk, willing to engage. A lot of them seem to not necessarily know the details of what it is that you're looking for. Well, yeah, if you just roll a dice, sometimes things happen with 5. It's a 5.
That was 2. All right.
See? A lot of people seem to not know what they're talking about, but some people kind of push you and go, yeah, I mean, crazy things happen. Nothing major inside the city. We've got a decent establishment. But I'd probably say your best bet to find out if anything crazy is going on in the area would be to talk to Dograx in the morning. He's asleep. I wouldn't bother him during the night.
Who is Dograx?
Dograx is kind of the leader of the town. He's the yellow dragonborn.
Gotcha.
Give me a Arcana with advantage.
25. Yeah, 25.
25.
Do they make them yellow?
Yeah, dragonborns aren't normally yellow. You've got like gold, you've got white, you've got brass, bronze. You don't really have yellow dragonborns though. So it's kind of a weird thing that they say.
Yeah, I was gonna put a question mark.
Yellow? Question mark?
Mm-hmm. But, is there anything else you want at the market?
No, I would just go back to the first stop.
I mean, I could pick up a couple of lodestones at the market. If they have it.
Dragon Ball. What's the name of this city now we're in again?
You're looking for like the magic item
New
lodestone, or
Dawn.
what are you looking for?
Yeah, it's for the mending.
Oh, that, yeah, you wouldn't necessarily need those for because the way the spell is set up. Those, you can use those, but theoretically those are in your material component pouch. Kind of incorporates those unless they have a specific like gold piece value.
Gotcha.
You won't have to pull those. So like yeah, for mending it says 2 lodestones. But if you look at it in your inventory, you've got. Do you have do you just have a focus? Let's see. So that should be.
Yeah, I don't even have a component pouch.
You have a focus,
I was
which
gonna
can
say, you use
cover
an
it.
arcane focus.
Yeah, so
which covers your
with
materials.
with having
Don't
having the spell book, it'll cover the materials of that. So
unless something says a specific gold piece
Yeah.
value.
yeah,
Oh,
unless it says gold piece value or which the spell consumes, something like that, you usually can find.
oh, like with familiar it says 10 gold piece value.
Mhm. So you would have that you could get here
That's something you can purchase.
Yeah.
if you wanted to get some herbs and stuff or
Did
the.
anybody
Cheers.
want something to drink?
Um,
I'll take on the poppies if that's okay.
yeah, have them.
Yeah, I'll go buy some incense.
The stuff for familiar. Are you trying to get enough to summon more than one, just in case? Because if it dies, you may have to resummon it.
Let's get like 2.
2. It will be 22 gold.
22.
There's a you're looking at what you need, and there's a little bit of a markup here. It feels like.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm all good for now. Thank you.
Brad?
Oh yeah, all good.
So yeah, 22 gold, and he'll sell you 2 familiars worth of all that stuff. You can get that going. It is pretty late in the night. If you guys want to settle in, there are rooms available.
How much for a room?
How much?
A room is 5 silver piece.
Alright.
Give me a. We'll call it a history check. Mhm.
15.
15. You will notice the bartender wears a very familiar ring. It's the ring of the Banded Brethren, which is a thieves' guild. Pretty openly showcased. He has it on his pinky, and it's a ring, and it comes together. It almost looks like it's like 2 hands shaking hands, like on the top of the ring. And you'll see when he kind of like does business, he makes sure he's kind of has that ring out and kind of showcases it a little bit. So
Say that was the Banded Brethren.
Banded Brethren.
Definitely purchase a room.
Yep.
Go up to bed.
I also. Go
Cool.
to bed.
This is also going to purchase a room. Silver.
Oh yeah, do we even in our own separate rooms here, Cicatrix snoring fairly well?
You don't. There is a little bit of noise coming from the bar. It is a pretty wild bar. Even though it's this late, people are still making noise and still doing stuff. But you guys have pushed through for a pretty heavy day. When you get into the rooms, they definitely seem to be very well insulated. Possibly because of how open it is. But anything else you guys want to do as you arrive on the 13th today?
That's it for that day. I feel. Or
Settle in for the night?
for me.
Talking to the.
It'll still be the
Bartender?
13th, right? When we go, because we arrived at like midnight.
It's the 13th,
right?
Yeah, you'll be waking up on that day. Yeah. You go to the bartender.
Said noticing that you were definitely not making any motions to hide that ring.
It's a nice ring. Why would I hide it?
Appears to be a really nice ring.
This ring bought me this establishment.
Well then, I say you probably owe that ring something.
Or this ring owes me something.
Guess that all depends on how it worked out.
Absolutely. Is there something I can do for you? Room aside?
I was wondering if you might have any knowledge of any tasks that the brother may be looking for.
I don't have any tasks offhand. He kind of like looks to your hands. But I don't have anything. We keep it close to the chest here, so I don't have any work for outsiders at the moment.
I understand that. Would you happen to have anything that a bard might be able to do for entertainment?
It's probably too late for any music or any goings on there, but could
I
definitely.
am completely capable of singing more mellow, calming songs at this hour. It's probably not good for starting a rousing sea shanty.
Fair. I mean, you put up a good song, I can I can get you a free night's stay. That's about all I can offer you.
Can't say no to that.
Okay. Yeah. Give me your performance.
Come on, perform.
Oh, natural one. It'd be fucking awesome.
I know, right?
No way!
I saw.
Wow.
I saw it like tip and then.
I totally.
Fuck you.
Got
Now you're in that one.
Yes.
it? So natural one. So what's that gonna equate out to?
Performance. Well, if you add everything up, that'd be 7.
7. So not terrible.
It's pretty fucking awful. Yeah.
Oh, it's like one note
Unfucking
every,
believable. I watched it. Go,
3
it wasn't great.
seconds
It
or
went
like-
from the 7 boop, to the 1.
It's just abstract.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just saw it like kind of like drift and then
I
I
know,
saw
it's like,
one just like.
I heard, yeah, I bet it's a 1. Oh,
You
that is amazing.
work on singing with the audience and working around. You notice that there's not really good stage set up, and as you're going through, the 2 servers kind of seem to move about you, and they're like, "Excuse me, I'm working." A couple of the patrons are like, "Yeah, nice song. Can I get my beer?" And they're like reaching around you and trying to get through. You're trying to like work the audience and like entertain, and just really not meshing with the crowd at this moment.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
You secretaries.
Oh, you're full.
He's upstairs thinking, I wonder if he just botches it tonight. That would be funny as shit.
You do.
Horrible.
At a point, the bartender will kind of come over to you and he pats you on the back and says, "I think
I'll
you
give
need
you room to
some
shut the
rest.
fuck up."
Yeah, why
You
don't you,
need to go lay
why
down.
don't you go and get some rest in,
It
and
has been a long journey.
we'll settle things out tomorrow morning."
I suspect I owe you for a room because that was not a good performance.
Oh, that's funny. I'm so sorry.
No. The dice are telling a story. You gotta take the good with the bad. That's true.
God
I
damn
mean, I
it.
did throw a 20 when I needed to.
That's true. That's true. You did throw
And
it.
I did
That
throw
was
one
an
when
awesome
I really
20.
didn't want to.
Well,
so
one is good for the story right there.
It makes sense.
But you guys all eventually find your rooms and you kind of settle in. Clef, as you are trancing, just kind of doing your thing, relaxing. They're decent rooms. They've got like a little pot where you can, or not a pot, but like almost like a tub. They do have like a little chamber pot, but they have a little tub, a heated fireplace, some water available, so you can kind of clean up a little bit and relax and do your thing. But Clef, as you are in your room, a gentleman will say to you, good information. And you kind of look over, and there's just somebody in the room, dressed in all black. He sets a coin on the table. It's a silver coin, but it's etched with two daggers that seem to kind of point down across each other. It's etched and then filled in with like almost like maybe like a black paint or something, so that it's a silver coin but has two black daggers on one side. He sets down one coin and he slides it towards you and goes, "Consider that payment."
Payment for what? My performance was awful at best tonight.
Yeah, but about 10 days ago you gathered a bit of information. Did well enough. The guild is indifferently pleased.
I appreciate that. I would be more than happy to undertake any more tasks that you may have. I was under the impression that they were less than impressed with my performance, though.
You got information. The information is being used. If the people of Kingsport would have loved to not put an official payment down, but have their problems taken care of. You did everything you were paid to do, and for that, I offer you this payment. Just one silver piece with a dagger knot.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. As far as other work, what is it that you're doing? I hear you're traveling with a group.
I'm traveling. We have all been, what's the word I'm looking for? Conscripted to work together. Be it maybe against our will. We are all kind of stuck. So yes, I'm traveling. We are attempting to get ourselves out of this quandary. That as it is, I would not be. I'd be very happy to find some other task to do for the guild.
Well, I'll see what I can scrounge up in the area. That payment you received is enough to pay for admissions if that's what you're looking to do. But you would need to handle a task for us. I currently don't have any tasks in this city, though.
I don't believe we're planning on staying here. We're continuing on to Jernhill, from what I understand. I'd be interested in a task, if you had any.
Yeah. I can make sure that a task or two is drawn up and readied for you when you arrive in Jernhill.
I can't imagine us staying more than one more night here, just so you know.
Oh, that's fine. I don't plan on being here myself. I just thought I would deliver payment on behalf of the guild.
Good to keep moving. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. When you arrive in Jernhill, I'll see if there's any job listings available for you.
Appreciate that. I'm not exactly certain how to make acquaintance in each city, but I do appreciate you finding me.
When you look back up, he's gone.
Talking to myself.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
cool, all right. Well,
He's just Batman. You're just like, thank you, I don't know how to make acquaintances.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just talking to myself.
Clef just needs a friend, guys.
I'm your friend, man.
Hey, your friend. I thought I got some guys. One of them tried to kill me.
One of them
Kill the
Through an
friendship. Nobody wants me.
One tried to kill me. We're all fighting amongst each other all the time.
We're not fighting amongst each other all the
This
time.
dude
No
fucking
one
hacked me in
thinking.
half.
You're
God dang.
so delicate.
Yeah.
Says the guy who's like, you did accidentally attack me when there's all this magic in place,
touched me,
so I have to murder you. Yeah.
He didn't try to murder me though. He just
You
tried
looked
to
at me
murder
in the
Clef.
wrong direction, and my back itched, and now we're gonna
The
fight.
wrong tone of voice.
In other circumstances, you would be dead.
On the morning of the 15th,
15, 13.
13th, that's a 3.
13.
I have really good handwriting. On the morning of the, it does say, it looks like it says 12:15, but it's definitely a 13.
We slept for 2 days.
You slept for 2 days.
Nice. That was a good sleep.
Whoa, we were tired.
Can
Can I
I
go
give the
through?
guy 10 more gold?
Yeah, I know.
You
Or
wake
10 more
up
silver, rather.
with just kind of like a sense of panic. The only thing that kind of comes to mind is as you wake up, you remember 2 feral red eyes with like a chiseled chin, masculine face, very feral, red, and just sort of staring at you, but almost past you. Just this very pristine, very like handsome looking gentleman, but yeah, very chiseled feral features, red glowing eyes. But it's the 13th. What would you guys like to do?
After breakfast, is breakfast included with our...
No, it is not.
So I'm going to eat some breakfast.
Breakfast is 5 silver piece
That's fine.
for a meal. You can also get a light snack, or
I'm gonna eat a berry.
you could also eat berries.
Right.
Since we got him,
Might as well.
that's what fits the budget plan.
That is in the budget.
And then I'm going to go find this Dragonborn.
And you're going to go find him. Anybody else want to go with him?
I'll go with.
What?
see what this
What are
yellow
you?
Dragonborn is.
You're gonna speak to this Dograx about poltergeist.
Yes, we're going to see if we can gain some information about maybe some happenings in the area. Hopefully some poltergeists.
Better than sitting still. I will accompany you.
That's true, I'll go.
I'll pull Magnus aside. The rest of you guys go down to the log cabin to the south, or not to the south, to the to the south of the fort. You go up. You hear a little bit of shuffling inside, things being moved around. Somebody's in there, clearly doing something.
I knock on the door.
A barn-style door. Top of it opens up. When the top of it opens up, you see a dragonborn that looks kind of like a white dragonborn in nature. However, most of his scales seem to be almost burnt and tarnished. What looks like it should be a white dragonborn, he's covered in scars over most of his most of his bodies. And it leaves this like kind of yellow, tarnished look to him throughout. He opens the door. What?
Hello. Do you happen to be Dograx?
Yeah.
We heard last night that you might have some information, possibly about some happenings in the area. Maybe we can gain some information about poltergeists or anything that you might need taken care of.
Fuck off. Slams the door.
Friendly guy, that was who people told you to talk to?
Maybe you should have talked to him.
Apparently, he's the
Probably would not have gone well.
Apparently he's the leader of this town.
Seems to me as though you needed
This
more
log cabin is the
force in your presentation.
nicest building here, theoretically. It's old. This is a very old log cabin. All of these are all new. This log cabin looks about as old as the walls itself. It looks like it's made from the same wood that was used to make the walls around.
Did I notice what kind of like clothes he was wearing? Whether it was like sleepwear, like he just woke up.
So you just buck ass naked.
Or naked?
No, he's not naked. He just has like a light shirt on, nothing too crazy. Probably something you could wear underneath like leather armors and stuff if you needed, but it doesn't.
Just more casual wear?
Just much more casual. Just kind of just basically like a like light shirt. Definitely not like sleeping clothes.
Okay.
And you hear just stuff kind of still shuffling around and moving. It's kind of moving around the inside.
It would seem to me that he does not have any problems that we could handle for him.
At least know that he's willing to tell us about.
I can try something else, and but it might not end well for us.
Maybe let's not.
No, let's hear him out.
What's your plan?
I can possibly charm him to be friends with us, but after the spell ends, he'll know that he was charmed.
Oof.
But maybe we can gain.
But he won't know by who? Or he'll just know he was charmed?
He'll know that he was charmed by me.
Damn, how long does it last?
Until succeed. If he doesn't succeed, I think he's just charmed until I make the attack roll, we deal damage, or yeah. I don't think it doesn't really. Oh, up to a minute. Sorry.
No, definitely knock and let's try this.
Yeah.
Let's try this idea.
I knock again.
Here we go. Spread, are you awake?
Opens the door.
Hello again,
Cicatrix
sir.
has like the like. He's like.
Hello, sir, and I cast friends on him.
What is that?
Succeed a 14 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. No, he failed.
Fantastic. He is now.
He sits there, and you see he just stands there quietly. He's like, like a
he has
nervous
sense of friendship.
twitch towards the back of his eye. Like, you can tell, like, something inside of him is like, but he's listening.
Hello, sir. I was wondering if what we were just discussing a second ago, if you might have any
Change your mind.
buddy pal friend.
There aren't any fucking ghosts in the area.
Is there anything that we can help you take care of to kind of any problems you might be having?
Yeah, there's people who keep fucking bothering me all the time.
All right. Well,
If you could find a way to get them to stop bothering me, that would be very helpful.
I got you. Any? Do you know of any? Jokers, right? Or
Have you seen a tiefling named Vecris? Goes by the Cursed. Went through here.
Yeah, Vecris came through here.
Is he heading to Kingsport or to Jurin Hill?
I don't know which way he's heading. He was in the tavern. He was gone the next morning. I came home. I don't ask questions of where he's going, but he was here. He helped us with some stuff.
What did he help you with?
He helped us with relocations.
Relocations of what?
Fuck.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Hey, we're friends here. We're all friends here.
Okay, for a minute. That was about a
That
minute.
was about a minute.
Wait a minute.
I got 12.
That's 6 rounds?
12?
10.
10 rounds?
Oh, yeah.
Two points of lightning damage is like he just like sparks out and you see this little like arc of like this like crackling energy around him and a little arc zaps you. Bzzz. So what are you doing in my city other than casting magics on me?
We're just passing through, but we have some issues going on and just wanted to see if we could help out.
We are under the effects of a curse, and we need to slay certain abominations or monsters, and so we're trying to do good
Find
deeds
Vecrus?
for other people.
So you're trying to slay monsters like Vecrus?
Yes. But other things as well. My friend had mentioned chokers,
Poltergeists.
poltergeists.
Pegasus.
You want to see a Joker?
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I would like to find the monstrous kind, but I'm not into that.
It's not meant to be something you're into.
But some people are.
I have things to handle here for the rest of the day. Tomorrow about noon, I'll be heading into the fort, and you guys will not be there. Understand?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Not
Keep your
beautiful.
fucking magic off my guards. Bam! Slams the door.
Well,
I must admit, you are really good at making friends.
For at least a minute.
got something.
After that, not so much.
Can I do an arcana to see what that like lightning bolt was?
Yeah,
21.
21. So what you would know with the Arcana check, you're thinking that that was probably a storm aura, meaning that he's, and you've seen things like this before, it's probably a barbarian of sorts, where he can tap into the nature around him. So he probably went into a little bit of a rage as soon as that went through. At that point, he can spark off and just trigger a little lightning burst around him. It didn't seem that powerful, so he's not super powerful, because you know high-level barbarians would be able to drop somebody like you guys with that aura. It'd just be like zap and just drop you.
Was it at all from him being like very like damaged? I guess. Or,
No,
like, hurt?
the damage you're seeing is looks like his whole body is suffered from acid damage. Give me a history.
22.
22. Yeah, that was a good one too. You do know that some cults and some of the Dragonborn, your whites, your blues, your reds, your blacks, your greens, some Dragonborns worship dragons and will do things like sacrifice their children or sacrifice people to them. It kind of looks like something tried to digest him and it didn't take. Is the best way that you can describe it. So you can kind of put together, there's a chance that maybe somebody sacrificed him, probably like at a smaller size, to a dragon, but he survived.
Damn. Child.
So like his body looks like it was like something tried to digest him, probably for a little while. Like not like a few minutes or a few hours, but maybe like a day or two of being digested. But it's old scars, so probably a while ago.
it seems like if you want any information on the person you're looking for, maybe back to the tavern, they might know more. But since we made a new friend here, and he wants us gone by tomorrow, anything we need to take care of today would be worthwhile.
There's so much of tomorrow, though. I mean, there's tomorrow morning, tomorrow noon.
He said tomorrow he'd be here about
if
noon.
he sees us tomorrow.
He did say I'll be heading in tomorrow around noon.
Okay. So
He gave pretty much a.
then we can spend the night here again.
You got kind of that western vibe. You got till high noon to get out of my town.
Or, I mean, one person's
Wow, this
friend is another
character's
How
person's
to win
enemy.
friends and influence enemies. I'm impressed.
That was impressive.
This is so old. It's crazy.
No, that Vickers tried to, or was helping him set up locations for something.
Relocation.
Relocation.
Do you think people like us are the people he was helping relocate? People that have kind of irritated him.
I mean, it sounds like he's doing mercenary work. It's interesting that he would not offer us any, but maybe there are people in town, in the fort, that would offer us work, like Vekris. But it would seem that he is probably not here.
Cool. Let's go ask around the tavern.
At least try to, for your sake, figure out which way he might have gone. I figured if he was going to King's Pulse, we would have seen him on the road, possibly.
Either that, or he saw us and avoided us, or he went in a different direction. He could still be helping relocate whatever it is. But we do have this goal to help our small friend.
True. For that, we need to start on another journey.
Establishing a base is part of our curses.
Requisites?
Correct. And maybe if we journey on, we will find more out about poltergeists and stuff.
It would be nice if we could. I don't know, find anybody who knows anything about poltergeists, or make our way deeper into that mine and deal with those deeper creatures. Vekris will find him.
Well, if anyone wants to get any shopping done, I'd get it done today. I feel like we should, at the very latest, head out tomorrow morning.
Do you want to make it familiar? Because once you make it, you can literally have it and just flip it away, and then as an action, you can flip it back. Just
you
have
can.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll make it familiar. Let's see which one.
You guys go back to the tavern, or somewhere else.
Tavern.
I'll head back to the tavern too. I was going to buy a quarterstaff, but then you gave me, or Magus gave me one, rather.
Very kind of him.
I was like, what can I make? I was like, oh, I can absolutely make that. Oh, and I can make it in a day. I'll make a quarterstaff.
So,
As you enter in, the bartender looks over at you. Well,
Would you like for me to attempt to entertain your patrons one more time?
I don't think so. I wouldn't mind if you did entertain them, but not if it's going to be like it was last night.
Well, I had been traveling quite a few days. Though, no excuse. I would be happy to entertain your patrons.
In a very high elven dialogue of Elven, he says, "Excuses get you nowhere. Let me see results."
I'm happy to give you results, and I am not asking for anything for you. I will pay for a room and ask for nothing but the tips that I might get from my performance tonight. And performance.
I would like to aid him in his performance.
Actually, he does a performance at a 19.
19. Yeah. It seems pretty good. All in all, you get 1 copper piece.
Wow.
Easier to spend all.
Rolled well on that.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
One person's like, "Yeah, that's good." Slides it to you because you can see they're very involved in a couple of dice games, couple of card games going on, gambling, things are going on. You're there, but you see a couple people like kind of tap their toe along. You kind of move over and they're like, not even like just trying not to make eye contact. They're like, "I didn't see you."
Yeah.
Though your performance is great, you get the vibes that, and you hear people like kind of talking and like they raise their voice a little bit, like, "Oh yeah, I get it. You're singing. We're going through," and like they raise their voice a little bit. They're talking.
Don't like ambiance very much.
There's just lots of different vibes. For the most part, though, people seem to be enjoying it. Again, you get less of a vibes of like performing on a stage, more of the vibes of like you're standing on the corner, like, and people are like, I didn't see that guy over there.
I didn't know you were there.
But the performance goes well. The bartender will come over to you and say, actually no, one of the ladies walks up, and you'll notice she has a little thing on her, like a pin on her chest that it says KL, and she'll come up and go, Boar told me to let you know your stay for the night is on us. The performance was adequate. We thank you.
You're too kind. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Please extend to him my sincere gratitude.
Absolutely. What do you guys want to do in the bar?
I'm just gonna, since I didn't eat one of the berries, I'm just gonna order.
I mean, the berries are still there. They're there
Right.
for the whole day, so you
Right.
can have one.
I didn't want one.
Okay, this is what
I'm just getting some more food,
Yeah.
lunch, dinner, depending on how long we're just hanging out.
So ale is 2 silver piece. Snack is 2 silver piece, and a meal, which comes with an ale if you want, an ale or a water, and then some meat, and all the stuff of a snack is 5 silver piece.
I'll do that.
A berry will probably help you feel better after your shock earlier.
That's true.
How far away is the tavern from Drogax's place?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right about 100 feet to his front door,
100?
give or take.
Is there any windows on this?
Yeah, there's like some windows.
Cool. Could I have my familiar fly up and like stay at the window and then just kind of eavesdrop? Because I can telepathically communicate as long as it's 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get an ale.
What type of familiar do you make?
No.
You make an owl?
Bunch
Yeah,
of-
you can definitely have an owl.
Berry,
Goes over and lands by the window.
berry gives 1 HP. Yeah.
Yeah, Barry gives 1 HP.
Eat another one. We have a couple.
Bloop. Yeah, I'll leave a couple. Why not?
You need 2 berries.
Think pouchy.
Thanks, Pouchy. He
Oh.
says as he pays 2 silver for an ale.
Yeah, your owl goes in and kind of lands like by the window. The windows are open. They have, so the whole whole thing is like a log cabin, but there are iron bars kind of like affixed through the wood, and it looks like they were kind of made as it was going through. So like between the layers of the logs, it's like they put down a log and they put like an iron bar on the top of a log. And the next one, so there's a couple going across and then one going down. There's no like window or anything like that, but there's curtains over it. So it kind of lands there and it can hear through, but there's a curtain, so probably can't see through. But give me a perception.
9.
You're hearing him. He's doing something. You hear some moving about. Motherfucker. Fucking. Shit. Fucking. Move some stuff around. Fucking pain in my ass. Fucking. That's pretty much like all you're really getting out of this room.
Someone wronged him.
He's having a great day. What are you talking about? Right?
It's one of those things. That's the fun of, and my favorite part is that he actually is old enough that he had to take a +1 to charisma, which brought him to a 4.
Damn.
Because he dropped the 4 ones in character creation. He is not charismatic at all. He's not good at dealing with people. He's not pleasant to look at. He's not fun to be around. But he's got other places.
Oh, freaking inn.
Well, he's the leader of the town. The owner of the inn is the green-haired human.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Dograx is the leader of the town, is what people say.
Or mayor.
Maybe more like an elder,
Right.
kind of. I mean, like I said, his house is. You're looking at it, and it's the same wood made that log cabin, and this wall. Even the buildings inside look like they were made after the wall. So it's like that and that are the original structures here, and they're old.
So we could ask the barkeep, like, we just met with Drogax. Is everything okay in the town?
Yeah,
Seems
how'd that go?
Not great.
Good times.
He's a good
It
guy.
went fantastic.
He's really my absolute favorite.
Tarquin's hair is kind of like staticky.
He goes, no, there's nothing really going on in town. It's quiet times.
Superstitious, are we?
I wouldn't say I'm superstitious, but I am a human born with green hair, so there are things in the universe.
I'm curious if your target was here. Everyone seems kind of cursed.
On edge.
In Leonin, he says. And what's your target?
Oh. Have you seen or heard of a tiefling named Vecris the Cursed?
Well, what can I say about him? Well. He's been through here. Helpful.
Dograx did mention he helped with relocating.
Yeah.
It was hard to pick up on what exactly that meant. Could I purchase some of this information from you? Ah, yes, but the thing or things being relocated.
That's something that I don't know that I know.
Give him 5 gold.
I'll take the 5 gold. Oh, yeah, no, we were helping move some of the locals closer to north of Jurin Hill. Also establishing a few homes. Taking people who are more nomadic and helping them settle in. As you can see, and he'll point over, one of the shifters that you saw the night before is sitting there, but he's got like a Crown's Hand guard on. Like, it doesn't fit him very well, but he's got like the garb of the Crown's Hand, like he's just chilling there.
Is that a regular gig for mercenaries passing through?
I wouldn't say that Vecris is a mercenary.
So him and Nine Owl's Watch were sought out for this then?
Nine Owl's Watch has been helping in relocation of some of the shifter tribes for a while.
I'm familiar.
About 22 years ago. Huh? Damn. That was about 22 years ago now. The shifters were being hunted around there. And the people who were hunting them got eliminated. Unfortunately, that meant we had a lot less guards, so brought on some shifter. They work hard, they work well. Offer them room in the barracks.
Fair enough.
As you can see, some of them have even been accepted into the ranks of the Crown's Hand. Locally deputized, at least.
If we were to want to meet with Vecris, would you be able to help get us in contact?
I really couldn't do more than I already have.
Fair. But I do thank you for this conversation.
Of course. Your house that was hearing. Stupid fucking shit.
Yeah, I just recall my owl because I'm not getting anything.
From what he got, he's basically doing like angry housekeeping.
Oh, it's being all pissed off about it.
It just it was roughly the same shuffling, but if you listen to it, it sounds like he's just like moving something, like just rearranging furniture and like just moving a few things around, and just is not happy about the fact that he has to do it.
How is it today that he's moving stuff and in a bad mood? Right, of course, had to be today.
He was relocating stuff in his house. That's where Vecris
Was helping him move couches.
Oh, I get it.
Bor will look at you as you're kind of finishing playing. Anything else you need?
No.
Yeah. I wish there was more I could offer you guys, but oh well.
Well.
Exactly.
Well, we'll be out of your hair tomorrow. May I purchase the same room again for the night?
Yeah, absolutely. 5 silver.
Hands over 5 silver.
In Goblin, he'll say, "Thank you very much." He takes the 5 silver.
You're welcome. In common.
Anything else that you guys need from New Dawn Fort as you're set up for the day?
Not really. Nope. Do we want to stay here another night then? Is that been decided?
Stay here tonight and wake up in the morning and continue on.
Yeah, I guess if we're not helping out with the creatures underground or whatever.
Well, that's in our southern of
Jury.
south of Germany.
That's south of Jern Hill. That
That's the next town.
yeah, Matt
Which
just
is
says
another 10 days trip.
away.
But yeah, I mean, unless you guys wanted to leave today, but I've already paid for room.
got a free room. I don't mind staying another night. I am rather exhausted. But also every day that we stay here is one more thing that I lose. But it's just stuff. I'm not too worried about it.
I just feel like it'd be good to just get another good night's rest in before
Yeah, we got good info.
camping for another 10 days of travel. Not that I don't mind a little bit.
You give me a history. 8. You're not 100% sure of how the banded brethren are, how they work, but you know, given that he has a ring, he's probably a face. And usually face men are also like knowledge men. So if there's something you're looking for, like if you are trying to find some sort of creature or things like that, Boar would probably be the one in town who would know the most or be able to get you the most information. From what you know.
I might talk to him in the morning. See if anyone visits me tonight.
Fair. Yeah, you guys are all set up in the tavern. Give me 1 second, I'll use the restroom, and then we'll continue on. If you guys want to discuss your plans amongst each other, sitting at a table at the bar.
We're really coming up short when we're trying to find these creatures that we have to hunt.
Yep. It's not just the creatures, but it also seems that mentioning Nine Owl's Watch's name is getting us nowhere.
Do you think that their reputation precedes them? Do you think people are scared to talk about these people you're looking for?
No, it sounds like they put on a face for people that will pay them money or kowtow to their needs. But relocating is a funny word to say, slaughtering and imposing on lands that don't belong to them. It's one thing to show up and say you're creating an establishment. It's another to show up and murder the creatures of the land and say that it is your home. Their law is not my law. And Nine Owl's Watch, while they might be helping the young king, they are certainly not helping the creatures of this land, other than the ones willing to assimilate.
Fortunately, a lot of people can be bought.
No one, for the right price, I can go and swing my axe. However, I am not a pawn of some fake king.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. I don't like the way they operate.
It is curious to me that even the folk in the tavern can't seem to enjoy a good tune.
They enjoyed it. They just didn't seem willing to part any coin for it. It's okay.
Give me an insight.
21.
Nice.
These people are doing some pretty high stakes gambling.
Mm.
They don't seem to really want to part with anything that they don't have to.
Is there any sign of the dealer?
Give me a perception.
5.
5. There's a couple people dealing cards. I mean, no one really shows off like that. No one with like weird disguises or anything like that. No one who really matches what he looks like. That being said, he also approached you guys differently as different people. Like you'd seen him as completely different from the tall woman to the old man. Like the dealer was definitely like doing some sort of shape changing or something.
I'm off to bed.
Yeah.
Get up early in the morning. Have some breakfast if we want, and get on the road. And I head off to my room.
Cool. Nobody else want to do any shopping or anything in town?
Purchase 5 silver for a room, right?
Yep. Yeah, there's people there. There's a few other people who perform, but they don't seem to really make anything. Again, you'll watch somebody will be performing, and while you're watching, they'll maybe make a couple copper. And they go to sit down, and they'll turn that couple copper into like a silver or two, and then sit down at a different table and try to turn that silver into something else. So, seems like people are mostly gambling and whatnot, but it's so loud. It's a bit rowdy. People are just talking loud over top of each other. So it's just not necessarily the type of place to like sit back and listen to a show or like listen to a performance. But you can definitely attempt to work more throughout the day if you want to. Yeah. You can give me one more performance roll.
So it's not a 1. How about a double 1? It's 17.
Get 3 more copper.
These guys are getting loose with their coin now.
Finally had one more try.
I was just like, fine, just take it. Damn.
Or somebody's like, yeah, like yeah. Somebody like wins and they pull a bunch. Like, yeah, heck yeah, and they toss one to the dealer and like, yeah, and they toss one to you. This is because they just won a good stack. But yeah, if there's nothing else you guys want to do for the night, you can all retire back to rooms.
Yep.
And as you're going through, we're going to do that. Let me just take off the item from. I need to make a chart for anybody's going through. Oh yeah, percentile. Ball bearing. Good day.
Ball bearing.
Good number too. 1996.
Nice.
1996. Such a good song.
That was a good year.
It's a good song too. Light a candle for the sinners. Set the world on fire.
Perfect year.
What year is that? Was that year you were born?
Yeah. January 1st, 1996. Yeah.
Nice.
So perfect year.
Right.
It's the way to get your full use out of that entire year.
Heck yeah. As you guys retire to your rooms, did not want to pick up. Roll me percentile.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
90?
90.
Nice. Good. Nice and high.
Roll 40-10.
4d10.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Roll my d10 here. 10, 10. Let's Alright, I got an 8, a 4, a 5, and a 3. So 20 total.
20 total. So we're looking at 20. And then everybody roll me a d20.
11.
That one.
That one. 14, 11.
18?
I also got a 1.
You also got a 1. You take 20 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Cool. Where's that
So,
from?
I'm down.
You are in your room and you just surge of lightning just hits.
The shit kicked out of you. Wow.
20. Fucking A.
Do we hear anything?
There's no thunder. It's just the lightning. Just
The lightning.
A bit of ozone.
you are stabilized, so you're fine. But yeah, you are out. Just literally in your bed, maybe writing on your book or something, and just. It was going to be all random people around, but it's like, well, there's a chance. I'll say if somebody rolls the same number as you, then that person is going to eat one of your random lightning bolts. And you guys decided to roll the same number, so. 1 in 20 chance. Well, a 1 in 400 chance you both roll the same number. So. But that's about how many people are in this town, so that works.
So do I need to do a death save?
Okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah, knocked out.
You've got a sprite that's chilling with you. You've got your owl there. Between the two of them, they can stabilize you. She's capable. She'll stabilize you a little bit. But you are out solid.
Out cold.
Just out cold. The rest of you, kind of, your night goes through. Nobody comes to your room, visits, or does anything.
Bless you. Thank you.
As you sleep, though, in this very, very forced deep sleep that you have, you see yourself and you're on a boat. Around you on the boat, there's different skeletons. They have bows ready, and they're kind of watching, and you kind of see as they all sort of are just having hard footing as the ship's moving along. There's a glowing light. As you look over to the light, you can't quite see who it is. You just, again, see this female in like half plate, but she's holding up an orb that just seems to be glowing, or possibly has like a light spell in her hand, something glowing, bright light, but it's right between you and your face. You can't quite make out her face, but there's all these skeletons around. As you're moving up closer to the edge of the shore, as you get right near the shore, a couple of skeletons jump off, just drop into the water, and then you notice that they kind of are like under the water guiding the boat. They bring it up and they bring it on shore. A couple dozen of these skeletons, they all line up, bows out. And these kind of zombie-like, maybe white and ghoulish-looking ones kind of move off the boat and move in, and you direct a couple of them, telling them to kind of secure the area. They fire a couple shots into bushes and stuff and move around. And that's all you really take from this dream. You guys mark off a long rest. You technically can't mark off a long rest. But you guys can mark off a long rest. The next day, the four of you, minus Velnok, all kind of gather together.
He just hasn't come down the stairs or anything?
Velnok does not come down from his room. I saw him go up, he just doesn't come down.
I'll go knock on his door.
No answer.
Velnok? Are you in there?
Knocking, no answer. Nothing. You hear maybe, give me a perception.
10.
You hear kind of like a fluttering of wings. but nothing too crazy.
So bad. And I was like, can anyone? Is the door unlocked?
Do you sleep with the door locked? You have it's a keyed room. I mean,
Yeah, I would.
door's locked.
I go back down. It's weird. Velnock isn't answering the door. Didn't really hear anything in his room.
The ladies are serving breakfast foods, eggs, bacon, ham, juice of some sort. It's kind of pink. Pink citrus. I'm not really sure.
Grapefruit.
Maybe.
Pink lemonade.
Definitely. It's juicy. It's tart. It's something.
Maybe sleeping in. We have a few hours until Dograx shows up really angry.
Didn't you say we were all going to sleep in today? You just took your word.
Maybe.
Said sleep in, and
I
then
think so. So we could.
Quit.
I did say we could sleep in.
I really wanted to.
Now it's
sleep
really
full
good
days.
that you made all those saves before, and I buddied up with him because I can stabilize him. Al had a very low chance of stabilizing him. Owls are wise, don't get me wrong. But
I guess we can give it a little while and go check on them again here. Hopefully, in like an hour or so. Don't really want to feel the dragon's wrath.
I'll go up and make some noise.
Used to be able to wake him if anyone can.
fair. Do you want to talk with the bartender at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just kind of sitting there, cleaning glasses, organizing, wiping off the bar.
This is the 14th.
Walk up to him. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
so, as per our conversation we had yesterday, are you aware of anyone here of the who is with the crossed daggers, crossed black daggers?
No black daggers.
Yes.
Because black daggers don't necessarily run out of the New Dawn Fort.
Would
It's a
there be
small
more-
place. We've got 4 buildings. We don't need a lot of assassins.
Or would there be more likely to be found in Jordan?
It's a big city. More than 4 buildings.
Definitely more than 4 buildings. Would you happen to know where I might be able to get in contact with them there?
I would probably say if you go to the inn, they've got some.
It's a big city. Which inn?
It's a big inn.
Okay.
You've been through Journal. There's only the one major inn. My brain doesn't want to remember the name of it at the moment. You've been through Journal. Valued company.
Value companies.
Like, big city, but you've got the Mage District, the College District, the Artisans District, and then Valued Company is a tavern, and Valued Company Lodge is an inn. Both really big buildings, and there's tunnels that connect them underneath the. And then there's different housing, like mansions and stuff like that. Mansions, if you will. I mean, they're big size. They're like 40 by 40, multiple layers. You've probably seen people like magically altering them as well, adding on and such. But a pretty big city. So Valued Company Lodge or Valued Company, or some of the tunnels in between have places where people sort of, one of those things where somebody like, goes to the bathroom or goes off to the little like side area, goes down the stairs, doesn't come out either side.
Right.
So there's probably something going on down there.
You're like,
Or you have a level 3 character who goes in and rolls a natural 20 and barely gets their discovery to find a hidden room that he should not find. Wakes up with all the shit gone.
Yeah.
How's that happen?
Weird.
Strange.
Yeah. They think there's an assassin guild running out. Well, I'm going to go and try to find the assassin guild.
Perfect.
That's a perfect idea.
Great plan.
Let me go find
Good,
the
good thought. You
The-
thought,
the
you thought
drunk-
through that one.
Yeah.
The
The
drunken
whole way.
monk goes and tries to find the assassin guild. Wakes up.
After
None
playing
of his
assassin,
There's a difference between an assassin trying to find the Assassin's Guild and a monk trying to find the
Well, yeah.
Assassin's Guild.
I'm just saying, I know how poorly it could go for someone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what an assassin can do. Especially if you're not expecting them. Yeah. But, Value Company is probably the best place to find somebody looking for that.
Excellent. I'll try there. Thank you so much.
Of course. Is there anything else I can help you find that you're
no,
looking
sir.
for?
Believe on. Fine for now. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna go back up and try to see how Velnox do it.
Yeah.
Is
No
this
answer
trick
at the
you
door.
You wanna come up with me?
Yeah. Let's go and knock.
But
And yeah, big ol' knock.
Knocks on the door. Does not seem to hear it. There's no answer.
Velnox, are you in there?
You'll walk back up to the barkeep. Would you happen to have a key to the room that our friend Valak went in? He doesn't seem to be answering his door this morning.
Yeah. Well, potentially. I could check. There's a couple people who didn't seem to answer their door this morning. I don't know necessarily what's going on with that.
We have we've been invited to leave before noon, so we're trying to get out of here, and Tim's sleeping in a lot later than normal.
Well, hopefully. There was a couple people who weren't sleeping in, and they just didn't seem to wake up. Some sort of...
He's either not waking up or he's sleeping in. Either one, he's not answering the door.
You know anything about storm magic?
In fact, I don't.
Fair. He'll go up and unlock the door, knock on the door, open up. When you guys open up the door, you see a quick little and something disappears. And then there's an owl. It kind of like flutters its wings and lands on Velnox's chest, like does a little wing out thing real quick, and like turns its head around. And Velnox is sitting there just out, like hanging halfway off the bed, large burn mark in his chest.
I'll run up to him.
Right as you get next to him, to Velnox, you get 10 hit points.
Oh, sweet. Velnox, are you alive? Shake you. Freak the owl out. Wake up.
Yeah, would the owl have like flown away as Citrix was kind of running up?
No, it's just sort of like it's on guard. When Cicatrix walks up,
Still unconscious.
you come back to consciousness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would a 13 passive notice anything disappear? As we're walking in?
Oh yeah, you all noticed. Like
Something
she wasn't
disappeared.
that quick, but there's an owl and something standing by him just goes and disappears.
Gonna look at the
Would I?
barkeep and say, "What were you asking me about storm magic for?"
You see that big burn on him?
Yeah, well, why were you
It's
asking me about
lightning.
storm magic before we even opened this door?
Because there's
Other people, I guess,
two
were
other
found
people.
This way.
who were found this way, who were electrocuted. Looks like a lightning bolt to the chest with no damage around them. I only have one person in town who's currently asking me about assassinations, and working with it. I'm not pointing fingers, but if I had to, I'm just.
Can I see if it was like the same kind of like damage on, like that Drogax did? Like his.
Dograx was like an aura of magic. It usually doesn't go more than 5 or 10 feet, so he would have probably had to be in the room to do that. And this is significantly more powerful than what Dograx did.
He's probably still smell a little ooze in
Mhm. Yeah.
burnt flesh and everything.
Give me a intelligence check.
Owl's yelling at us. Calm down.
Like, I just got made. I'm here to help this guy. Somebody was mad in a room, and then he gets shocked, and I don't know what's going on. I'm just an owl. What was that?
14.
14. You vaguely remember a swirl of color, and then a lightning bolt came at you, but the lightning was also had this weird coloration and like surge to it. Give me an Arcana check.
15.
You think that whatever it was that hit you was some sort of wild magic that targeted you.
Interesting. Do
Like-
I know much about wild magic?
In your teachings, wild magic is a bastardization of what real magic is. Real magic is putting pen to paper and creating confines around the weave and using specific ritual and semantic and fledged out magic to take a piece of the weave and turn it into what you want and move through. That's wild magic. So how magic is supposed to be done is through wizardry, and this is how you've done it. And it's taking the idea of magic and like defining it and structuring it and controlling it. Wild magic is basically, in a lot of wizards' eyes, kind of like just pissing on an electric fence to see what happens. Like something's going to happen, there's going to be some sort of reaction, but it's not necessarily good. Wild magic, in a lot of ways, people view it as raw, unpredictable, unstable. It's grabbing a hold of something you can't control and hoping for the best. So not necessarily something that your teachers, now how you would perceive that is up to you, but that's kind of how a lot of wizards and a lot of people are going to view that. Same as like, you've been seeing, and before you've seen sorcery and stuff like that. There's different types of magic, but sorcery is kind of not necessarily looked down on, but it's looked as sort of a lazy man's magic by a lot of wizards. You've got like your bards who use song and dance and sort of the arts to bring about their magic. The spoken word, a lot of that to like bring magic about, which is still like kind of an art. So it's like somebody who is very like defined, who's like a sculpture or something like that, and somebody's like, oh, I stacked a bunch of cans and it's abstract art, and it's like, it's not really art. Yes, to them it's art, but to somebody who like really put in that craft and stuff like that, it's kind of a bastardization of what you do.
Okay.
So kind of the best way to describe how a studied wizard would possibly perceive that. Now you can always have your own take on it as well. But that's what you would know.
Are you okay?
Fine now.
What happened? There was something here. Did it attack you?
No, the room was empty. I just saw this colorful swirl of light, and then next thing I know, y'all woke me up, and I huge burn hole on my chest.
Do you think it's the work of that dragonborn after what he did to me yesterday?
I don't know how he would have gotten in here.
Not Doug Rex's style. Plus, 2 other my patrons are not as well off as you are.
I don't think the leader of the town would purposefully kill his own citizens.
I've not seen him do anything that excessive. He can put a little shock on you, but nothing quite like that.
There was something here. Did you not see it?
I did, I saw it. Something went.
When we initially walked in, would I have possibly recognized what went?
Yeah, you're thinking it was probably a sprite.
I know that
That's not what we're looking for.
we had an agreement with the sprite not to really talk about.
Maybe we need to bunk together from this point on. I mean, obviously we're gonna hit the road, but it might be smarter that way we can actually watch each other's backs for things like this.
Yeah, I agree to the buddy system.
That'd be smart
Cheaper.
and cheaper.
Probably true. I don't mind listening to you guys snore.
Oh, there we go.
Well, as long as you're doing okay, I think it's about time to head out. It's a little bit later than we were initially planning, but
Yes, I think it's about time we leave.
I don't want you getting shocked again.
Yes, no, that would be not good.
Thank you for your assistance, Boar.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you find what you're looking for. And hopefully you're not involved in whatever this is. We're probably gonna have some people look into it.
Definitely not
Get
involved
in
in
the
this.
people. Yeah. I mean, it's a great cover if you were. One person who survives it is your party members.
He's the one who survived it?
The others didn't survive.
No, do you see the shock on it? That's the impact point on his chest. That was a pretty good bolt of lightning.
It's like
It's
a
true.
pretty good shot. Interesting. He would be lucky enough to
That's,
survive it.
I'm just saying.
Could have been any of us. So we stick together.
I agree. It'd be smart.
Absolutely. Well, if there's nothing else I can offer you, nothing else you're looking to purchase or anything, I think I'll get back to my bar.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
Of course.
I feel like everyone should take a good berry. Let's get on the road.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Seems like we could find more help in the next city that we find ourselves in.
Indeed.
Absolutely. You guys can start traveling on. Other than foraging, is there anything in particular that you guys want to do on the travel to Jernhill?
Not necessarily. I think I'd initially Tarquin would be definitely more cautious about our surroundings, especially after finding Volnok kind of incapacitated.
I definitely would be too.
Just practice some tunes of instruments, that kind of stuff.
Looking for signs of Nine L's Watch, looking for people traveling by that look like those on my list.
You're not going to see anybody who looks like they're on your list. Both weeks of travel, I've already rolled everything out. Random encounters. There's nothing outside of wagons passing, but nobody looks like it. Nothing particularly. Nothing directly like it. Nine L's Watch doesn't seem to be anywhere near where you guys are. I do need one more percentile from you.
For me, there we go. 90 again, 90 again. Just kidding. Oh, shit. 92.
Hey.
92?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're looking at...
You zap us all again.
Yep.
Roll me 3d6.
What about your wild magic surging, and we're just level 1.
Right.
You don't have the capacity to cast wild magic. Not only are we cursed, we're getting fucked.
10 total.
He doesn't have the ability to control wild magic. Doesn't mean that wild magic doesn't exist within him.
It was a 6, a 3, and a 1. So 10 total.
I need a 6, a 3, and a 1. So that's what I needed. First of all, so 6, 3, 1. So that's going to be fun because that's going to be... and then roll 40-10. 6, 3, and a 1. So that's a 6, a 3, and a 1.
I need one more. Should grabbed. This one's got 34.
34, almost
Yeah.
max.
Two 10s, a 6, and an 8.
Jesus.
I kill everybody.
Nope, but you're going to drop a couple people. Because it's not a save, it's just 3 people.
Shit.
Everyone
So,
redrawn.
you guys are all setting in for watch. You kind of are laying out your bedroll.
On the night
When?
of the 14th.
No. We'll roll out some, because all you're going to do is gather, right? Yeah, so we'll roll that out.
This is further along in the trip.
This is further along in the trip.
Okay.
This is going to be
I think I need
6 days in on the trip. But as you guys are all getting set, you'll see they're kind of going through, and Cicatrix specifically, you notice that there's a little bit of like a flare through his horns, like just this like swirl. And right once that happens, you see this little like orb opens up and kind of explodes, and when that happens you see these 3 little like portals open up and bolts of lightning strike 3 of your allies and they just drop.
Damn it. Shit.
Well, it's 36 points of damage.
That
So
bridge
back to-
does me in.
Back to
Times
unconscious.
4.
So you guys will go to unconscious. You are being compelled to like run near them,
Oh, I'd be
and
helping
you kind
them.
of go through. As you move through, you'll notice we get instantly you get 9 hit points.
Run over to Vel.
You get you run to Velnok. You get stabilized first of all,
Stay with
and then Magus gets brought to almost full. Then you can spend a hit die and return to health. But you guys all real quickly kind of a couple of flares of magic going on, but you get everybody brought back to health. This is the 20th day, so this is the 19th day. It would be the 19th. So on the 19th day that happens, but it's like right before, like right at dusk as you're settling in, that happens. And we'll call it there.
What the hell? This is what I need to be rolling when we're fighting people, because
Literally. Damn, dude.
normally it's 3 people that I can see, and I get to choose.
Okay.
When you get wild magic,
When you have wild
third,
Right,
you
at
get-
3rd level.
on that, it's just a random thing.